Let me see if I can get my spells up on my... I almost said YouTube. This is not a YouTube.
I wonder if we're going to start before 6.
What's that, 6? You turn into a pumpkin?
The police pumpkin.
I have to go to bed.
Okay.
The police pumpkin.
So.
I'm tired. I don't want to do this.
You guys want to watch me play Warframe?
So, here's how it begins. You, what is your names?
Esther.
Esther?
Esther.
That's how you spell it, Esther?
Yep.
What's your name?
Astrid.
Astrid, Esther, and Alex.
I didn't choose
All
the name.
right!
Just go softball that one.
Okie dokie. So, that won't be confusing. Esther,
Craven.
Astrid, and Alex.
Call me Craven.
I'll call you whatever I
Esther
wish.
Craven.
Craving some raisins.
That's my catch line.
So here's how it starts. You're all sleeping after a good
Night with a wench.
or that, whatever. Does your character sleep?
Yeah.
Okay,
What
sleeping
are you?
after.
I'm more humanized. Think of more like...
Are you still the same? Are you an Asimoth?
Can you
or-
vote?
Yes, but
Okay.
think more looks like a dark elf. Just a gray skin.
Drow-ish.
Drowish.
Looking.
Very
Cool,
much
cool.
so.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I'm just picturing Jeff right
And
now.
I know what you are. So, sleeping after a good hunt, sleeping after whatever it is that you like to do, not really sure, really. And you, while reading your book, you go into a vision. You have a dream. And you have a dream or a nightmare, depending on how you perceive it.
Okay.
A horrific landscape spreads out before you. A kind of darkened sky, not because it seems to be nighttime, but there seems to be some sort of poisonous clouds overhead. This is not the world that you are used to. Cracked and destroyed red earth beneath your feet, and the sounds of devastating battle just over a hill. The smell of smoke and blood and viscera thick in the air. You climb this small hill of destroyed rocks, eager to see what's on the other side, because none of you are really, scared of conflict, and you are all probably pretty curious by nature, depending on your characters, what you've said about them. You crest the hill to see a horrific battle taking place. Thousands of creatures, hideous and magnificent looking. You can tell which side is which, because the beasts that are on the left, all twisted and gnarled with nasty, wicked armor and sadistic-looking weapons, things that look like they were meant to cause as much grievous wounds as possible. And the creatures on the right, again, varying different species, things that you've never seen before, things that you have seen before. More of a silverish, like, armor adorns them, and a little bit cleaner. Their blades look more slick and more made for functionality rather than wicked brutality.
Like ornate? Or like...
Yes, definitely a lot of ornate in there. It's like symmetrical kind of, and like golden inlays and a lot of their weapons. Whereas on the other side, it looks like there was no thought put into decoration. There was only thought put into more spikes, more ouch, more destruction. You know what I mean? Bigger, badder.
utility.
Yes, and it is effective. You know what I mean? The other side, their decorations don't seem to be as effective, but their powers are pretty cool. So they're all fighting a classic of dark versus light, good versus perceived as evil. You see on the right side of the army of good, far in the distance, there's like a tall tower with a beam of light erupting out of it, and all around it, like a beautiful shining star. And on the other side, a long gnarled tower with what appears to be a figure kind of waving its arms around, laughing hysterically. Off in the distance, and even through all the battle, you can hear the raspy laughing. As you're standing there kind of taking it all in, the smells, the sights, like I said, smells like gunpowder and blood and just war. Something rockets out of the gnashing maw of this battle, and there comes what appears to be either a rocket of arcane energy or just a missile. You're not sure what it is. You go to move, an explosion, and you're fine. Your feet are on cold stone. Cold, dark stone surrounds you. There is not a lot of light in this room. It seems to be like it was once a beautiful kingdom or something, a castle, There is like beautiful tapestries on the walls, but they're clawed and torn to pieces. Blood has spattered the walls. There's weapons dug into the stone. There's bodies all over the place. It is a fucking chaotic mess in here of just destruction and desolation. And as you kind of stand and take it all in, you realize that within this room there sits a creature on what used to be a throne, and you can see that it is a throne made of destroyed metal and gnarled bodies, all kind of just thrown together, and this creature standing probably about 15 feet, you know what I mean? If it were to stand up, it's sitting now, massive, just kind of sits at the throne room, in the throne, and looks to you. Oh, you've arrived. And you see nasty teeth shining and glinting in the darkness, sharp and jagged, but you can't really see anything else, no hint of eyes. As the figure stands, you see standing about a good 15 feet, some sort of horned helmet, spiked helmet atop its head. It walks to you with a great easy stride, gets to you easily, and stands before you. And you have a suspicion, based on your knowledge, because you all are pretty knowledgeable when it comes to stuff. I know you were. You probably actually have no fucking idea what the fuck this thing is. You're just like, man, this is a trippy ass dream. So before you stands Draxia, one of the many gods of the world. There's tons of them, and she is one of the goddesses of chaos, carnage, destruction, and war. And she stands before you. The light from what little bit of fire is in the building kind of on you, and this is what you see. This is Draxia.
Damn.
Yeah. This big, horrible, fucking thing.
If you can afford to put on a
Show
shirt.
the camera.
Yeah.
You can show the camera. That's not a good camera. Whatever, we can show it
Well,
later.
you do.
Maybe you could take a picture of it and edit it in or something.
There's no.
Oh wait,
you
no,
do?
here we go. Yeah. Is this the computer that sees
No,
it?
look above you.
There we go. So that's Draxia, the goddess of one of the goddesses of destruction, chaos,
Of love.
bloodshed,
Yeah.
the love of annihilation. And as you see this nasty helmet that she wears, part of her like symbol, as she stands before you, and now you may be wondering why I brought you here.
Are we together, or is this all?
No, this is all just for you, but it's, kind of happening simultaneously. I feel that you have a lot of potential. So, here's what I offer you. Do a little deed for me, maybe a little couple, and I will reward you greatly. You seem to be someone who understands the importance of power. And I can give you power. There is a town I want taken care of. Perhaps even an entire kingdom, but we'll start baby steps. Go to this town. Cause havoc. Her nasty teeth kind of spittle as she gets close to your face.
Disgusting.
She rests her massive claws. As you can see, her hands are very big on your shoulders. Her huge nails kind of resting against your back. You can smell blood all over her arms from various different creatures. And she goes, there's a priest that worships a god I'm not fond of. Behead him. Burn the church.
Did you just say bed him?
Behead him.
Behead him.
Okay.
I heard that.
Or dead. Whatever you're into.
I hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
Whatever makes your
It's like
job easier.
memories.
Burn the church. Inscribe my symbol. And she shows you the symbol, which was basically looks like her helm with 3 big slash marks, 6 circles where her eye holes kind of are, and these kind of slits where these her like mouth slits are. She goes, And if there are survivors, if any are left, convince them, yes, convince them to worship Traxia. Or slaughter them. The most violent and horrible way possible. Torture is not necessary, but I want to see pieces. Do that for me, and I will make it very worth your while. Any questions?
Very well.
Oh, so quick to agree. I like that. Go. And you awaken in the woods.
Okay.
Beautiful early morning, probably like maybe like 9 in the morning. What do you say to Draxia's offer?
Well, what kind of power?
Oh, what kind do you wish? I can offer weapons,
Well, I mean,
knowledge.
What's your end goal?
My end goal?
Yeah.
Oh, simple. A lot of gods have ambition. Me? And she goes over and bashes open a part of the stone wall, just fucking explodes with her touch, and you can see the battle laid out before you. This is what I desire. Look at the beauty of it. Body parts flying, blood spattering, bullets whizzing by, the screams, the agony. It's beautiful, but it can never last. There always needs to be more war, more destruction, more chaos, you understand? But this land, where this town sits, is peaceful.
Well, I mean, you want to start with the town, you want to move up to a kingdom, so...
Nah. If you
Eventually the whole world?
The world is chaotic enough to entertain me. I more am displeased when I see disgraces like kingdoms of utter peace.
Well, it's just, power is nice and all, but if the ultimate goal is worldwide war for all eternity, how much good is that power gonna do for me? Make it worth my while.
If I was able to cause worldwide war on that particular world, I would have done so already. But there are rules, there are boundaries. Here, there are no rules here. I can do as I please. But I have no desire to destroy that planet. It causes a lot of beautiful chaos already. It's just that one country. I fucking don't like it.
I don't know if that's legally binding.
I mean, you agreed to something that some sort of extra dimensional being, so.
So you agree?
I'll pencil you in.
Yes, right beside that celestial that you snuffed, yes? Brushed off on the side. Oh, you think there won't be repercussions for that? I think there will be. But I think Draxia can help you. Think about it. And
I smell
blasts you
backstory.
with the nail as you awaken in the woods. Someone laying right next to you, which is bizarre. You don't remember, first of all, you don't go to sleep. So you're like, what the fuck? You still have all your tomes, you still have everything with you, but there's like some strange person next to you. Alex,
Who?
what do you say to this? All she's offered is power. Didn't really say anything in particular. There are no specifics. You're the only one that yep. You're the only one that kind of asks specifics, but I like that. Like, dope. Let's do it.
Well, you seem like a trustworthy person, but I gotta get half payment now and half when the deed is done.
Payment.
And my typical price is $1 million.
What?
But I'll take 500,000 to start with.
So gold is what you desire. Simple and gleaming. Such a wonderful thing that people always want, but you could do better. I've seen your work. I love your work. And she kind of rubs in front of her hand streaking across what was like an old dirty mirror, and you can see as she slides her hand across, you can see the different crime scenes of your
Get rid of
vast
them.
kind of
Get rid of
repertoire.
them.
As your vast
I thought
repertoire.
I cleaned everything up.
You see flashing before you different images of, and it looks like through your eyes of the things that you've done. Torn people asunder, brought down to all kinds of different people, and it's like, I can promise you this on a much bigger scale. But if it's gold you wish for now, but only after I have seen what you can do in this little shit spot.
Oh, I can make this place get burnt to the ground.
Do that, and you will see your first payment.
Little now, little later. You're very trustworthy and all, but I mean, I don't do shit for free.
What's your equipment looking like?
Very basic.
I haven't seen any of your guys' things right now. Pistol and dagger. So you have a pistol and a dagger?
And leather armor.
Very well. And you see her, and she kind of swipes her hand. Your dagger flies from your belt and lands in her hands. And she kind of looks at it and plays with it. It's small in her hands, like a little toy kind of knife.
Like a splinter.
Yeah, basically. And she picks it and she goes, and she just eats it.
The fuck?
And she spits it back up. Now, as it lands on the ground, it seems to have this like greenish sort of hue to it all across the blade. You have a distaste for magics. Cut a mage with that, and you'll feel it. Mage armor.
Is it priest a mage?
Hmm?
Is this priest like a mage, or I don't know yet? Okay, just wondering.
I think this is the goddess. Oh, my bad.
No, the one
She
you
said
target.
behead
Yeah,
the
no,
priest
that's-
and burn the church.
Alright.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice new paint job. Put it back in my sheet.
Remember, behead the priest, burn the church, and carve my symbol in the town. And then you get more payment.
Okay.
Boom! And you awake, kind of in the leaves of the woods, and kind of look
I think
over.
I just agreed to do something very terrible.
With something pretty terrible. Now, how many of you? I want all of you to make a religion check right now.
Oh, I got negative.
After your crazy deal.
8. Oh, yeah.
8.
11 minus. I don't know. I got a -1. I think 10. Yeah, 10.
16.
16.
Religion?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
You become a church.
You were the only
Oh,
one.
church.
You were the only one that really knows of Draxia. Something that useful information. And if you want any more, let me know. But like she said, she's not very ambitious. She seeks only the joy of destruction and carnage, and despises any of the gods of order and peace. She is very powerful and has been known to grant boons to those who do her bidding and survive.
Boons?
Though she is known to be more honest than most demon lords, which is what she is, the deeds that she sees as being worthy of reward are often extremely dangerous for mortals.
Oh boy.
So, because she loves chaos,
Yeah.
and the more crazy that anything was, the more fun she's having.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are also pretty cool all the time, so you should be alright. But so, you awaken in the woods, all together.
Do we recognize this area at all? Do I recognize this area
No.
at all? Okay.
You guys, unless you are, make a history check. Let's say. Okay.
18.
Fuck me. All right. So.
Whoa!
Yes, you do.
Flashback.
I know precisely where I am at all times. You know that you are in the country of Mercelia,
Okay.
which is a country, like she said, that is very peaceful.
Good.
War has not been known here for like 200 years, basically, since a great king, King George Tanaker, took over. It was once
What race are they humans?
human. He's human. There's some elves here and there. but this is mostly a human country.
Okay.
This country was once drowned in nasty different species, different monsters, different beasts, and vile things, gnolls, goblins, all kinds of nasty creatures. But King George Tanagar came in and basically led this crusade, this purge to wipe these fucking things out. They may still exist in dark corners, but they have been crushed. And he rose up the Tanagar kingdom, and to which he has ruled for about 200 years. Gifted by his everlasting youth by the god Aristride, which he praises and who says watches over this land. So yeah, since then this town has, or this land, this country has not really known much war or havoc of any kind. And you believe that you are standing right outside the small town of Hamlet, so named for its immaculate chickens that they say.
Good.
So yeah, Hamlet. So that's the important part.
What
I
makes
have
them
more
so
details on
immaculate?
Hamlet if you want, but I feel like that's a whole nother thing. You might know the country and the town, but not really the specifics of the town just yet. Go on. I'm sorry.
What makes them so immaculate?
The chickens? Oh, you'd have to find.
Or should I say hens?
You have to find it for yourself, my friend.
You just made a deal with the devil campaign, and we're gonna become chicken farmers.
I fucking am waiting. Well, you know these chickens really are quite supple.
Good way of life. Honestly,
Yeah,
We
good way of
trade
life.
our guns for raising chickens.
If you give me that dagger,
Every
I'll give you two
other
headlands.
game is semi-murder hobo. I give you a murder hobo possibility, and it's like, do you guys want to like be good and try to really help this country?
Only evil
Finally
campaign.
purge the
Let's
evil.
be good.
So you all wake up in the woods. Alex, a human, I assume, right?
Yeah.
With normal armor, like your normal thing, so
Mhm.
kind of ballistic armor and things like that. Amanda, do you guys want to describe your characters as you all look to each other?
Sure.
What are you, Jeff?
Well, I'm just what's the reformatted Davis called? Asimars?
Asimars?
Kind of look like a drow / dark elf. Just wearing light elven chainmail. White hair, blue eyes, kind of like a
Dreamy.
Night King with the Fabio thing going on.
Nice.
Yeah, not wearing anything ornate or descriptive or anything like that.
Okay, Amanda.
Tiefling, red skin, red eyes, black hair.
Are they short? Or are they,
Yeah, what's a tiefling again?
or they're like more demon?
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. It reminds me of Star Wars things in Star Wars.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always thought they were little.
Link.
No,
Half
Probably.
link.
Yeah.
And is there anything about your character that I didn't really...
I'm your
guess you usually
typical
look the
like
same.
mercenary looking
typical
guy.
Alex.
Body armor.
Stand in Alex character.
Yeah.
Alright, very cool. So, here you are. You hear the hustle and bustle of a town not far off, but...
I'm assuming we all made similar arrangements.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you?
You're a mercenary. You're very clearly a
I
mercenary.
don't, this is my Sunday
Yeah, I've
clothes.
been here all night. You guys just fell out of the sky.
Oh,
live
so
here.
I don't believe you. I stand up.
We fell
Brush
from the
the dirt
sky?
and leaves
You fell
off of
from
you.
the sky.
Hmm.
Are you able to fly?
No, I can't do that.
We're supposed to do something with this town. Hamlet.
Hamlet, yes.
Hamlet.
Are you just gonna go around telling everybody that we're supposed to do something to this town? I would keep that on the down low. If someone
No
were
one's
to.
around us. Is anybody around us?
No.
There's
There's
a
one very
farmer.
concerned farmer, yeah. Ah! David! No, there's nobody around.
Protect the headlets!
I want to cast the little illusion thing I have. Yeah, you want me to read the whole thing out loud?
Oh,
To
sure,
make
what is
the symbol of...
Is it like minor
Tarsia.
illusion or
It's a
something?
minor illusion for dirt, though.
You want to
For
make
dirt?
dirt?
I forget what it's
You
called.
have dirt
No,
magic?
really, I have dirt magic.
Well, there's dirt on the ground.
But you
if
just
wanna-
I can
if you want
trace
to
it with my
use your
dirt
I
magic,
want to use my dirt magic.
God, I thought I had some useless stuff.
It's pretty cool.
You can make mud pies.
Behold my power.
I don't even know. Oh wait,
You
mold earth.
mastered something I mastered in
What
the
is
second
it?
grade.
Mold earth.
Mold earth.
You
Okay.
choose
Oh,
a
that
portion of
sounds
dirt
cool.
or stone within 5 feet cube, and you can manipulate it. You can,
Oh, well, you're actually
you
manipulating
can
real
get
stuff.
calls, shapes, colors, or both to appear on the stones. Blah blah blah. Spelling them out. I want to do that
It's like an earthbender.
for the symbol, so if they don't recognize what I'm talking about, it's like we're in this together. Stop being an asshole to me.
All right, so that's
He
he.
could have just said that.
You see the
Well, no,
symbol
it's
of Draxia be formed out of a rock and dirt, and you see
Huh.
it sitting before you.
I want to So I pull out like a little piece of string that's like tied to a bit of wood. I'm just playing with it, but really I'm casting Unseen Servant, so it makes like an invisible creature.
Okay.
And I just want to kind of whisper
That's
to
a
it.
cantrip, right?
No, it's a spell.
You used an actual spell.
It's a ritual, so it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
burn a spell. Yours was a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Or was it? Okay.
Oh no, that's my only spell.
But I just want to whisper to it so that it like kind of
Did
steps
you
and
want to
like
whisper to my hand? Oh.
messes up his writing.
So you create this. You all are able to see it, and then you see like little tiny little tiny footprints in the dirt come over and just
Well,
kick the
stomp
shit
it.
out. You stomp it, but it's not. It's just like,
The fuck are you two doing? This is why I hate magic.
I have a headache. I don't understand what I'm looking at. It fell from the sky.
Well, so I'm guessing we all have the same goal at hand.
I'm pointing at the ruined dirt symbol.
Now it makes
Are we all
total
working
sense.
for the same employer?
Yeah.
I'm working for Draxia.
Very well. Yes.
I think that's what she said.
all the
right?
cops show up.
It's SWAT team.
Beat the piss out of her.
We got the
Leave.
recording. We're inbound. So we should probably have a plan for this. You know, we could scope out the village.
Draxia's voice is no joke.
We should probably rent a room in the inn. And
Have either of you been to Hamlet before?
I have no idea where the hell I'm at. This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen with my eyes.
We are in Hamlet, just outside of Hamlet.
And
You know,
It is a beautiful country. Like it really
it's a shame to
is.
see it burn.
With the destruction of a lot of the, especially with the destruction of a lot of the predatory wildlife, it really has become like very like pretty with flowers and all kinds of things.
we should try to accomplish the mission. Only like like the Four Horsemen style. We make them starve to death. We cause drought.
We lay siege
cause
to a,
war.
to a town.
Yeah. And then we kill the priest. Death.
Yes, that priest is our target. Did we get a name?
Mr. Priest.
Oh,
Jonathan Priest.
We'll just kill every priest in town.
where did I put my note?
Seems a little
The one with the
Overkill.
biggest pointiest hat. That's our target.
Operation
Took
Poke.
my note.
Operation Poke Scope.
I'm gonna say that you didn't. She did not give you the name because she believes that you're adults and you can find it. out.
Yeah, the priest
Okay.
of a town.
Excuse me.
Probably shouldn't be too hard to find.
Well,
I do have his name, but
I think
I'm gonna say she didn't tell you.
I think the tavern, the inn idea is a good one we should follow. Find out what this priest is.
Because if we
How much
impress,
power he has, and we can either discreetly take him out or make things messy.
because if we impress this Draxia, we could get all the gold in the world.
Don't think we can.
Why?
She's a minor goddess sending us on a destruction mission. Do you really think
Well, we could walk up to him and behead him, but do you think that'll make her happy?
that's why we're here?
What do you think? Should we add some flair to this? You gotta make. I mean, we got one job. Might as well do it good.
Job well done.
So we should at least start heading towards the town.
Yeah, let's start walking towards town, but we'll go in discreetly. We're not going in guns blazing.
Oh yeah, okay, but
That's
not,
what
we're
I was
not
getting at.
sneaking.
You were
in.
going as simply as a dark-skinned elf,
Travelers.
a tiefling, and a human, essentially.
Would that be a red flag in Hamlet?
No,
'Cause I
hi, I'm a
know
red
No,
flag.
we're hopeless. Coming for your Pope.
I'm gonna say.
Told stories of this.
I'm gonna say for you to understand how exactly like the details of Versailles, I would say roll another history check to see if you know like how their culture is,
Mhm.
or you can just walk in.
Yeah, no, I'll do that because that's
Okay.
kind of his MO.
Yeah, I would have just walked in, but it looks like we have someone more intelligent than myself.
So it's a 10 plus what for your history?
1, 11.
11. Nah.
I can't,
Nah.
I want to disguise myself as a normal white bread human.
Okay. You can do that?
Is it
Is that a cantrip or a spell?
I'm thinking cantrip.
Okay.
Or
magic
no,
shit?
actually just a spell. It's a spell.
Okay.
Level
So
1.
you know that burns spell slots, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
What-
Just make
what
sure that
spell
you
slots?
like
I
do
know,
it like you
the-
cast it on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Your spell slot should be right here. So which spell is it?
Oh, you're a sorcerer. I don't know how they work.
Oh, you're a sorcerer? That's pretty
Mhm.
cool. So I don't know how many. It looks like you can get 4 level 1s, 3 level 2s, 3 level 4s, and 2 level 5s. Just like a wizard can, I guess.
Okay.
So you can do this. You can do shit like this 4 times because it's a level 1 spell.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. I was trying to, not to get too meta out, to disrupt the game. But I kind of, like I said, I only did like 2 really offensive weapons, and then I have a crossbow or something, like just to balance it out.
Okay.
Because I know we have 1 magic heavy, and I have kind of in between.
Well, I mean, but it still is the thing. Like you can use 4 of these.
Oh yeah.
It's not like your magic is less
Yeah.
just because you chose cool weapons. But
So,
are you part fighter, part sorcerer, or are you just all sorcerer?
just sorcerer. but-
Sorcerer with
a weapon, yeah.
with melee.
What are you, a druid?
What's your strength at?
No, warlock.
Okay.
Warlock?
Well, I was going more the
What's the
range.
difference
Really worked well when I was
between-
working with that ranger last
Yes, it
time.
did.
So that's why, because it has some.
Oh, you went ahead and gave
crossover.
yourself a super weapon.
Is that a super weapon?
No.
Okay. No, I was
It
like,
does
trying to
actually
make
long
myself-
shot,
does
one shot.
less damage
Yeah.
than normal like daggers.
No,
and stuff.
exactly.
I'm pretty sure his dagger.
And I mean, there's character elements too to everything I chose.
I didn't upgrade my weapons or armor or anything with going to level 10, so...
That's okay.
Well, that stuff shouldn't really carry over too much.
No,
The list should populate itself. That's what it did for
I
me.
just did my perks that I would like, oh, you're level 10 now, you can do this.
The site really makes it easy to use.
Yeah, it does. Better than our shit last, like, they cleared the blank slates.
Oh my god, you remember that? You had to download
Erasing and shit.
its own program.
So against mages, you'll add
Oh, cool.
5
Okay.
damage. Because this is a higher level
Yeah.
game. I'm just like fuck it. So against mages, you just add another 5 onto from the knife that she spit out of her mouth.
So I'm disguised currently as a male human.
Do we know this?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
letting you guys know this. No, you saw me in my normal form,
Yeah.
but just to keep a low profile.
Who the
before
fuck
we
are
get
you?
into it,
Where did
I'm
you-
to assume this, this illusion, and tonight maybe get rid of it. Might give us some trouble at the end, but we'll figure it out.
Alright, let's go into town.
So you all are ready to head to town?
Do you know this town? Do you remember?
Not personally, but I know of it. It'd be like us knowing, like New York City, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but
Populate.
Can we
You
follow-
know of it.
Yeah.
You have never been,
Mhm.
but you know of it. Like I said, you only roll a 10 for. You don't know like the ins and outs and all the
Well,
details.
maybe
of
like,
it.
like Chicago, like someplace that we know of.
But
just
you
not
definitely
going
you've
to.
known of Marseilles because it's like that's just one of the countries out here. Hamlet, you know, is a town there. You know that its chicken sandwiches are supposed to be fucking the tits.
Oh,
But you don't know a whole lot
I
of stuff.
despise King George, so let's do this.
Okay. So this is the town of Hamlet. I'll turn it around for you guys.
It's like Hamlet.
Just like Hamlet.
So as you can see, it's not a terribly large town. It's got a pretty small population. It does. Yep. It does have its own police station and police barracks. It has its own city hall, its own temple. Yeah, that's the temple right there, nice and big. That's the city hall, I believe. This is the police station and police barracks and jail. Kind of sleep in the same place where they arrest people. Small town.
Nice.
There's a large diner there, a large tavern,
Diner's
kind
bigger
of
than the police station.
houses and stuff. Yeah, shows you what they're more concerned about. Well, remember, this
peaceful.
is a very peaceful place.
They only got cul-de-sacs. That's
Yep,
I like to
yeah.
call them dead ends.
Little neighborhood. Because no one can ever get out. So,
Bottleneck at
in the center of town is as you. I've been seeing you guys just kind of emerge from the woods.
Oh my god.
The smell of beautifully cooked chicken kind of wafts into your nose as you approach from kind of the rear of the diner, which is known as the Mother Clucker Diner.
Oh.
Wow,
Yeah,
really
so-
thought it'd be more traditional, but
Hey, get it? So you smell like chicken sandwiches, fried chicken. It fucking smells delicious. However, you also smell like a couple of yards away, a little farther away, a chicken farm, which
Oh,
sounds
shit.
less pleasant.
Awful.
Whoever placed that was not really thinking well, but you know,
Logistically it makes
whatever.
sense, but marketing.
marketing is a terrible idea. But you know, I didn't think about that when I drew it. So as you approach, you can hear kind of people as they're eating their morning chicken sandwiches here in Hamlet.
Chicken all the
I hate
time.
these people already.
You
like-
see them like laughing as they're sitting on the beautiful table on this beautiful day, and you reach the sidewalk. In front of you is a sort of a large. I'm not going to say it's a park, but it's nice grass, some trees, and in the middle is a large golden statue of a chicken. and you see there's people milling about, all seem like pretty happy. Everything seems pretty great, and yeah. There's a clown in the park with a statue making balloons and laughing.
When this village is in ashes, I want to claim that chicken statue.
Oh, I have my own ideas for this.
Alright, so I'm pretty hungry.
Whoa! What? I claim the statue. I claim the statue. Well, it looks like they started arguing over a chicken statue and killed each other. I don't know. So,
Do we know where the inn is, or should we just walk about
the
until we
Inn
find
Tavern is right there.
something? This?
No, this. That is the diner. That's the Motherclucker
That's
Diner.
what I thought.
That is the Egg-ceptional Tavern.
The fact that you took the time to come up with these names.
I have descriptions for it.
Oh.
Okay, let me read you the description for the Egg-ceptional Tavern because it.
Where are we? What's the restaurant? And where's the
Fuck
tavern?
you and exceptional.
The biggest tavern in town and the hotspot for the local nightlife, the Egg-ceptional Tavern is a must-see for any weary traveler. Good food, good company, and gosh darn good eggnog makes this tavern egg-ceptional.
I want to murder everyone.
I have an aneurysm.
So that is the eggs. Are you going to the tavern?
Oh yeah, I'm going to the
So
tavern.
Alex is going to the tavern. Where's everybody else
I'll
going?
follow Alex.
Okay, you're going to the tavern, Amanda.
Do they have food at the tavern?
Yeah, it's like a bar and grill kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. You can tell that this is sort of like the busy part of town. Like people this is the town square, obviously, and this is where people like to go. So you go to the tavern. It's still early, so there's not as many really people in here. And what people are in here, you can tell are the people that don't really enjoy the atmosphere of the family-friendly diner and would rather eat their delicious eggs and bacon here
In a
as
bar.
opposed to over at the diner. And they're all sitting there.
I changed my mind. I want to go to the family-friendly diner.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna send you to the Motherclucker Diner, the family-friendly
So
diner.
I watched my two partners go.
So,
I have a feeling we don't really have to watch each other's backs in this place.
No, I feel like
This is probably the most dangerous thing here.
attack me. Just
oh,
walked into a
oh,
diner.
whoa, what was me? I'm alone and in danger in Chicken Town. Oh no! So,
Vacation.
so you two start entering the tavern. As you enter the tavern, you see. You open up the door, and in front of you, it kind of jars you, but there is what looks to be about 9 foot tall Goliath. And Goliaths are a race of creatures who are fucking huge.
Stand mistaken.
All just completely bald. They have like no hair on their face or head. Usually like tattoo markings, except this one does not. You can see he's wearing something like over his mouth, just sort of like kind of like torn dark leather. Over like his mouth like that, and he stops, and you see he's just as kind of taken aback, and he's holding like a big bag, and he just kind of clutches it, and you hear him, but he's like fucking rippling muscle, huge, and he goes, "Excuse me," and he starts walking away, and just kind of has his head down. He's not looking at anybody, and as he starts making his way down the sidewalk. You can see people kind of giving him a wide berth, and as the people sort of leave and watch him, they're like talking to each other, and like there's small children snickering at him as he just kind of walks away, like holding this large sack of whatever was in there.
This guy piqued my interest. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Okay.
I want to go run up to him and be, "Hey man, what's going on?"
He doesn't seem to notice. Like,
He just
he
take a
doesn't
stone
notice you're talking to him.
and throw it at his back.
So you hit him with a stone, and he just kind of like winces for a second, like stops for a second, and there's some children who are like playing in the park, who are like ha ha ha, and they start throwing rocks at him.
I just want to turn around and
And
scream at them.
You just want to scream at these children?
Yeah.
Make
Me
it,
too.
make it. Are you with him?
Yeah.
Make it intimidation.
Oh God. 5.
You go to yell, and a fly goes in your mouth. You're like, and they're like, and they start laughing at you, and then throwing rocks at
Yeah,
them.
to burn
I
the
would think, did you want to yell at them too?
Yeah.
Or do you? So, actually, you know what? I'm gonna say, because where are you? You guys are like right here. I'm gonna say before you even get a chance to, you're like, yeah, and you hear, hey, and then you all kind of stop and look over. And
Everyone looks.
there's a large man in like plate armor, or no, I'm sorry, chainmail armor, and just with like a large mace on his side and a shield on his back. And he looks over and he goes, what are you kids doing? And the children kind of like, and he goes. Did your parents warn you not to throw rocks and yell? Not in this town, not unless you want to be re-educated. And the children are like, no, we're sorry. And he goes, you get back to playing peaceful like. We're gonna have no disorder in this town, no sir. As he just kind of like rubs his mustache down. It's definitely like a 70s porn stash.
Good.
As he kind of like rubs it down and looks at you two and goes, you new to town?
We came here for the chickens, sir.
As many before you have done. My name is Harold. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to
I'm
meet
actually
you,
the
sir.
captain of the guard. What's your name, sir?
Jonathan Bloom.
Jonathan Bloom and
Daniel Smith.
Daniel Smith. Huh? That's good. That's not suspicious. All right. So, well,
We're looking to be residents here if the chicken is up to quality.
residents. Now, are you boys native to Marcellia, or are you
course
new
I
to the
am.
country? Usually people cross over. This is their first stop here in Hamlet.
Well, this is our first stop.
So you're new to the country.
Yes, of course.
All right. Well, just so you're aware, here in Hamlet, in Marcellia, we pride ourselves on being orderly, peaceful. And if you do plan on living here, which, gosh darn glad to have you, you must abide by our laws and our rules, or there may be repercussions. So, for instance, yelling, hooting, and hollering, and carrying on in such a manner as those children were, completely unacceptable.
They almost discouraged me from moving here.
Throwing rocks, as much as I dislike that gargantuan freak, throwing rocks at other citizens of the town, which he unfortunately is not allowed. You see that he's well down the sidewalk.
How come nobody likes that
kept
guy?
walking.
How come nobody likes that guy?
Listen,
Nobody
friend,
likes that guy.
you're new in town. You seem like a really nice guy. Like I have a really good feeling about people, and you just seem like a a-okay chap.
Excellent.
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 But that freak lives over in the slaughterhouse. Works there, basically kind of by himself, because he can hack some cattle all on his own. He doesn't really need any help moving those bodies. He's huge, but he's no good. You know, he sticks to himself. He doesn't talk to nobody. Never friendly towards nobody.
Where can I get my
Always-
worship?
Hmm?
Where can I get my worship on in this town?
Now, just so you're aware, here in Marcellia and here in Hamlet, we only worship one God, and that's Aristride. Praise him.
Praise him.
As he brings us the peace and the tranquility that we so search. But the temple's not far. Right over yonder is the temple right here. It has its own graveyard. That's what this was, but I forgot to fill in the gravestone. So
No one has died.
no, people age and die. The temple is right over there. Head priest Tomer will be happy to see you.
Oh, God.
Tomer, I believe his name
God
is?
rest his soul.
No, he's alive.
Oh, very
he's
good.
he's very well alive.
Tampa, Florida.
He's Tormar, head priest Tormar Turk. That's his name.
Correct.
And he would be glad to help you.
Well, thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome. And like I said, you boys stay out of trouble and stay away from gore.
Staying out of trouble is my middle name.
Okay, I believe you. Excellent.
Yeah.
And he turns around and you can see he had come out of the police barracks, and you see other guards kind of coming out. It's like morning. You see it's like a shift change. Like the ones who are around at night are kind of heading in and starting to take their shit off, and these ones are kind of coming out with their chainmail and or whatever leather armor.
Did that guy give us a name?
Harold.
Harold? What was it?
Harold, captain of the guard.
Do they have a distinct uniform?
His is in chainmail. All of them have the symbol of Aristride, which is like this this beautiful like sun with wings.
Okay.
So I didn't draw it because I
No,
didn't think
that's
draw it,
fine. But like, if we see a cop, will we know it's a
yeah,
car?
oh yeah.
Okay.
They don't look like like I said, they have like leather uniforms or
Mhm.
leather armor and stuff, but that's just because some of them prefer wearing heavier and some of them prefer wearing lighter.
Yeah.
But all of them have this symbol branded on them, and all of their colors are I'll have at least like a blue stripe on their like arm or somewhere on the
Okay.
thing. He has it because he's like the captain. He has it like down this like kind of like a tapestry, I guess, on him, or like a
Mm-hmm.
you know, like priests in the crusade would have like paper on them, like prayer shit.
Sure.
He has whatever, so he's got like a blue stripe on.
Yeah,
Him. They all
yeah.
got blue. That's what their thing is. That's
Okay.
their color for the
I
army
think we
and
could
military.
utilize the big man to help us decapitate the rest of the town. I feel like he would be into that.
The rest of the town.
His name was Gore, by the way.
Gore.
If you didn't pick that up, he works in the slaughterhouse.
Clever.
So
Well,
I
this
could try to
guy-
recruit him.
Mhm.
We could use the muscle.
We could. Do we?
I'm not there.
Yeah. No. I know.
I'm gonna get. Let's jump over to you. You enter the Mother Clucker Diner, full of happy
Mother
families
Cluckers.
eating breakfast. Some of them, if they don't want to cook breakfast, they'll go to the Mother Clucker. They want to be a little bit sociable. And you see it's chock full of soccer moms and kids, all
Soccer
talking
moms.
about all kinds of other things, and they're all just kind of yipping and yapping, and it's very loud in here as a lot of the children are like, and it's pretty fucking awful. But the food does smell fucking fantastic. It really, really does. So as you're walking in, you're like, ooh, man, loud, irritating, annoying, but does smell delicious. May want some. However, very hard to concentrate in here. You see that there are very busy waitresses and waiters kind of walking around, and the cooks in the back seem very busy as well. There is a woman at like a front podium thing that is like, a table for one?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's excellent. Would you mind sitting at the bar area? As it's like a diner, so you know how diners will sometimes have like
Where's the family sitting?
the families are sitting in like booths and stuff like the
So there's more than just one
there's
screaming.
families. Like I said, it's full of soccer moms and their kids. It's full of a bunch of people. Just it seems like this Mother Clucker Diner is a good place where a lot of the soccer moms and shit like to hang out to socialize. And talk to each other in the morning, like, oh, let's go and talk to whatever, and their kids kind of like at each other and play with each other, sort of back and forth. It's a little bit annoying, but it seems to be that it's crowded.
Rush hour at Denny's.
For 9 o'clock in the morning, yeah, lots of people. Yeah, rush hour at Denny's seems like a sad affair.
A nightmare.
Go on.
If I sit at the bar, am I near? Would I still be in nearby? Like at least some of the people. Like
For
does
the
it go
people?
bar and then start going booths back?
The booths. Some of the booths are going to be behind you. Like this area does have booths right there, and then it like opens up to an even bigger area where all the booths and tables are. But there's still a bunch of booths and families full. Like it doesn't look like there's any booths left because there's so many people in here.
And then is it like a typical fast food? Like I can see behind the counter, and then I can see like where they're cooking and stuff.
Yeah. Like it's a small window where they put the plates, and you see them like ding, and they're putting shit out.
Yeah, I'll sit at the bar.
Okay, you sit at the bar. There's a woman kind of serving things. Can I get you anything?
This is my first time here. What do you recommend?
Oh, I would recommend the bacon and eggs.
Say eggs.
Fantastic eggs. I would also recommend a chicken breakfast sandwich if you want to try one of those. It's our world famous sandwiches. Famous all across Marseille for our fine chickens.
I'll do that.
Okay, excellent. Hey, welcome to town.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And she goes in the back, kind of brushing off her apron, goes in the back and just goes, I got a breakfast chicken sandwich! And you're like, oh! And so, go on. Sorry.
Can't wait to see this place burn.
What do I see when I'm looking forward? Like, can I see them making the food?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see them through like that little window. You see a couple of very busy cooks, kind of. You can see about 3. Looks like there might be more as the kitchen goes on, but that's blocked by a wall with like the swinging door over there.
If possible, I want to wait until like they're just about getting ready to be finished. Like they're about to put the top bun on top of the sandwich.
Okay.
Right. And
On your sandwich?
it could be mine.
Okay, whatever.
It doesn't
Gotcha.
matter.
The
it
next
doesn't
sandwich.
have to
The
be
next
mine.
sandwich
Yeah.
that's ready. Understood.
Whatever one they're working on.
Mm-hmm.
As they're going to put the top bun on the sandwich, am I able to use infestation and have that be the
You want to
points
infest the burger or the chicken sandwich?
Yeah, so it causes a cloud of mites, fleas, or other parasites to appear.
I will say this: you can do it. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be obvious that it was magic. We're gonna use a sleight of hand check. But if you want to do it, just so you know, it's gonna be obvious that someone just put a spell on that shit. Because that's not fucking normal. Like, a perfectly fine chicken sandwich just erupted into bugs. Like, it's like...
We've all been there.
You know, and this is a world where magic does exist, so... But, go on.
What about if it was someone who was eating? Like, as they're eating? Is that going to be the same kind of thing?
You know what? I'm going to say this. Because it's your spell, and it is a spell, right? Not even a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip, so it's a low-level thing.
I can do it
You can increase or
Can I do it
decrease...
to everybody?
Well, you can
Just
increase or
everybody
decrease the intensity of it. So if
Okay.
you just wanted to make it that he bites into it and there are some bugs in it,
Yes.
you can do that. That's fine. So, make a sleight of hand check to make sure nobody knows. I mean, it's a busy, shitty fucking tavern or diner, but...
Ooh. 14?
You're all right. There's so many people going on out in here. Everybody's busy. Anybody who would give a shit is busy giving food out and stuff. So there's who do you want to hit? Like, what kind of person are you aiming to hit with this? There's like I said, soccer moms of families. There's like lonelier people just kind of sitting by themselves. There's older people, younger
No,
people.
with the kids. I want
The
kids.
moms with the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to hit like the whole table?
Yeah. It does more stuff, but it's up to you what you want it to do.
No.
Because it does poison damage, and it does...
Oh God!
It makes them freak
Tell
out.
me what it does.
Okay.
Because it's gonna do these things.
Alright,
You can't turn that off. If it does
Okay,
damage, you can't
Alright,
decide that.
so the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or it takes 1d6 poison damage and needs to move 5 feet in a random direction.
So it
Do you have
panics.
stats for kids?
How much HP does your average child have?
It does
We don't
not,
make a book for that,
How
sir.
hard are they to kill?
It doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
How much damage does it do?
1d6.
1d6,
Actually,
and it
wait.
causes them to panic.
It does 2d6.
They start
Oh my
freaking
God.
out.
So, here's what I want you to do. You rolled your sleight of hand. Nobody noticed you do it. You see the waitress brings over 2 big plates of food for this family. Shitty little kids, snot-nosed fucks, and the 2 moms like, and then I told them, they're not fucking paying attention. They're shitball kids fucking coloring with crayons on the table.
Knifing into the table.
Just being shitty. And you kind of whoop at the all the sandwiches. You can see they start kind of moving as they are full of like bugs are gonna come out of this shit. All the kids kind of and bite into it. The moms absentmindedly bite into the sandwiches immediately. All of them roll 2d6 for damage.
Oh no!
I hope you get a crit.
2 and 3.
Hey guys, 2 and 3, so it's a 5 damage on everybody.
Well, no, it's I guess, yeah.
Yeah, 5 damage on everybody. So you see, as one of the moms pukes it out immediately, as there's squirming worms and bugs in there, the children all vomit it out. One of the mothers tears past her own children to and just run into the diner. She trips over one of the waitresses. It's kind of chaos
That's
in
the
here
one
now,
I'm looking
and it's like,
for.
oh, she throws her kind of thing. Is there?
You'll
It's
be
all
pestilence.
It's all happening as it's happening behind you, as the woman who just dropped off your sandwich is like, what the hell? And you just kind of pick up your sandwich and start eating absent-mindedly as there's chaos behind you, children vomiting and screaming.
Oh my
One of the
God.
mothers vomits up and like a little bit of blood comes with it, and she's like, oh God, what's happening? As the screaming happens, you hear the door swing open, and you hear, hey! And a booming kind of
Harold?
voice as you all look over, and it's Harold in his gleaming chainmail
Aren't you
armor.
off duty?
And he goes,
So I've seen Harold now.
yeah, you see, and you can tell that this man is different from the others, as he has this big blue stripe on him. The rest just have little blue stripes.
Okay.
He seems to be ahead of what looks to be 2 other like guards with him, and he comes in and goes, brushes his mustache. What the holy heck is happening in here? and you see that amid the chaos, amid the screaming children who were vomiting and the mothers panicking, all the panic stops. And order is immediately kind of restored to this thing as you
The
hear.
bugs would be gone. It's instantaneous, so.
Really?
Yeah.
So, boom, everything stops. The people stop talking. Everybody stops and just kind of looks. And you see him kind of walk over, And the woman at the front thing is like, I don't know what was happening. I don't want. He goes, hush. And he comes walking in, looking at the family that was like screaming and hollering and vomiting. And he goes,
Dying.
and he looks at them, and some of the kids are like, as they look like pale and kind of sweating. And he looks to them, and he looks to the waitress, and he goes, "What did you serve them?" And she's like, just the chicken, sir. And he, did you check it? Did you make sure that it was free of any sort of viral contaminants? And she was like, I don't know. And he goes over and he picks up one of the sandwiches and he kind of tears into it. Clean. And he takes a little bit of it and eats it.
Delicious.
Delicious. Well, this is fantastic. And he looks at the family and he goes, "So, we've got some troublemakers, do we?" And the mothers immediately, even the one that had like blood, is like, "No, please, sir, please, Captain, don't take us away, don't take us away." And he goes, "You know what this means?" And she's like, "Please, sir, we didn't mean it." And two of the guards start coming over and arresting the two mothers. The children start going, "Mommy, no!" And he goes, "You will quiet down!" And the children like stop, and all the people in the diner are now just sort of looking at their meals as the mothers are sort of restrained, kind of like, "Please, no!" And he goes, "You're only making it worse for yourselves by screaming." And they stand them up, and he goes, "Children," and they all look at him, and he goes, "Need I bring out the cuffs, or will you come willingly?" And the children go,
Like,
and they're all kind of crying, and he goes, "You wipe those tears. There are no tears in the land of Marcellia." And the children come out in like single file,
Am I
and he's just
eating-
kind of folding his hands.
Am I eating people?
What?
Am I eating
No, you're eating
people?
chicken. You're eating chicken.
It is a
Hey,
weird place.
it's chicken, and you're kind of. But at this point, you might not be eating entirely. Now you might be like, "What the?
What did I do?
What the fuck kind of Nazi shit is this?" As he starts marching them all out, and he turns around and he's like, "I want this mess cleaned up. The rest of you have a lovely day." And he opens the door. Beautiful day here in Hamlet. As the mothers and the children are kind of
Carted
quietly
away.
weeping as they walk out. They just have to walk over to the barracks for re-education. So,
What did you do?
anything else you want to do in the diner? As you're just like, "Damn, that was fun.
That was funny.
That was neat." Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
You two, where are we going?
I want to recruit big guy Gore.
Gore,
Skip
the
the guy.
slaughterhouse
I
technician.
feel like we're gonna make his day.
No, but let's try. I don't think he's gonna like us, honestly.
There's not to like.
Let's go get Gore.
All right, I want
Did you
to
throw
catch
rocks at him?
pace.
Yeah.
He didn't see it was me. He thought it was the kids.
So, Gore at this point is probably down at this corner waiting for, there are cars, but very few. He's just waiting for a car to pass as he's holding the bag, and you see him kind of checking in it and like kind of nodding and just sort of standing there. And you see people across the way, like what looks to be like teenagers, and they're like, hey, as they're trying to talk to him, and he's not looking at them, and they go, hey, you're being rude. We're trying to talk to you. Hey, and he looks, and they go, freak, and they all start kind of like laughing, and he just kind of turns and like looks as the cars go by, and he starts walking.
I'm gonna catch up with him.
You catch up to him on the other side of the street as he's making his way this way. You see like beautiful houses. Now you're entering this larger houses now here, like mansions kind of. These were like normal large homes, and these two, whatever he's next to now, are rather large houses. So you catch up to him. What do you want to do?
So, Gore. Hey,
And he
Gore.
turns around kind of because
Hey, Gore.
a little surprised that you know his name, but he turns around as yes.
I wanted to introduce myself to you. And introduce you to my friends.
I want you to introduce me to you.
My charisma's very low.
I would say.
So you begin to. I don't know where the fuck this is.
Do you have a picture of him?
It's in the other book. That's right. So you want to introduce yourself to him?
Yes.
He goes.
Okay.
See,
I am Gore.
And he kind of holds his hand like this. He's very hesitant because he probably
I
thinks you're
want
gonna
to
fucking hit him or
slowly
something.
shake his hand. I want to say, I'm new to this town, I'm looking for friends, and you seem like a nice, big, strong guy.
I'm new in town.
Gore is very strong. Gore can chop cattle in half.
And you can tell he's smiling under, like I said, he has sort of like a wrap of darkened leather around the bottom part of his face, kind of pulled together with like strings. And he's like,
Gore is very strong.
Why? How come the people of town don't treat you very nice?
Oh, no. Gore is different. Gore is a freak.
And what makes you think you're a freak? Because if
Everyone
you ask
says
me,
Gore is freak.
I think you're stronger than every single one of those guys put together.
Yes.
I am.
Gore is stronger. Sometimes Gore think. No.
You want to hurt them.
and you see his eyes get very wide, and he suddenly, at first, like, you can see a spark of excitement as he kind of looks at you, and then he kind of realizes where he is, and he,
No. It is a test. Gore will not be educated again.
and he starts walking a little quicker around.
I have to go to work. I need to chop the cattle, chop the chickens. I need to chop meat.
As he
It's
starts
like
walking
business.
away.
Wait, Gore, when can I talk to you next? When's the best time to contact you? If you don't want to talk on the streets.
I will.
And he kind of looks at you like confused at that, as he's a Goliath, and he's not a very intelligent one. He goes,
At noon, I feed my pets in the woods.
What kind of pets?
We'll just look for animals and a giant.
Or what kind of pets do you keep?
Furry ones. Behind the slaughterhouse. I feed them. But please don't tell the captain.
So I got a date at noon.
as he kind of walks.
So we're gonna
and
go.
you see more people like, getting around him, like, yeesh.
So we're gonna go meet.
He's gonna be the one that
Big, tall,
single-handedly
handsome in the
decapitates
woods.
every person in this place.
So what do
We
you
definitely have an in with him.
Yeah.
He has some repressed feelings. I think he's not.
We can exploit that.
We're evil! Evil captain!
I think we have an in. He might know stuff about the captain. He knows whatever weird shit they have going on behind the walls there.
Do you know what giants like or Goliaths like?
Personally, like food.
Yeah, like does Jeff know what I can bring
Goliaths-
to this guy to?
Goliaths are, I mean, you guys would probably all know, they're a race that exists. You guys would probably know, like any other intelligent race, they eat whatever, they drink whatever. They often like ale, and they think like Vikings, like meat and ale, you know?
Maybe we'll
bread.
get him like a mini barrel of whatever they
A
drink.
keg.
Yeah,
He
no,
also
get him-
works in the slaughterhouse, so he's probably got plenty of meat.
Yeah,
So,
that is what I'm saying. Get him like a housewarming gift, but for a
I'm a
Goliath.
chicken sandwich.
a giant butcher Goliath.
Okay, so we
Wine
know what
or
we're doing at
something.
noontime. So we got a few hours to kill. I'm guessing it's like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, probably at this point, I guess. It was like 9, maybe 9:30.
Do you want to scope out the church?
Let's do it.
Alright, you boys start heading back. Amanda, what is it you're doing?
Oh, did I finish my sandwich?
Yes, it was
Sandwich.
delicious. And the woman who helped you before is like a little more like shaken looking now.
She checks the bun like 3 times.
Will that be all?
Yes, and I'm sorry. I'm new to town. What happened?
Oh, I don't know. But I would advise, if you're new, I wouldn't ask too many questions about it. The captain has it handled. He's going to protect us. He always does.
It looked like they just got sick.
I don't know. Perhaps could be that Aristrad was angry with them for some reason. Perhaps they haven't been doing their daily prayers. Perhaps the children didn't do their chores properly. Perhaps the family was a little off. You know, sometimes you get some bad eggs. Ruin the whole bunch.
Eggs. We're not there.
She takes the plate and her hands are like kind of shaking. Welcome, Dad.
Okay then.
Holy fucking shit.
Okay.
So, the diner is much quieter now, Everyone is just
I know, it was perfect.
eating quietly. Yeah. There's just kind of like of plates and forks on plates as people eat. A lot of people seem to have lost their appetite after that.
So no one's eating?
No,
They're
some
just
people are.
playing with their food?
But some people are still eating, but they're just like keeping their heads down, not talking to each other. The sight of the captain must have very shaken them. So what do you want to do? Want to leave or
Yeah.
stay? Okay. So you walk out, feeling good and refreshed. You see the two boys heading towards the church, going towards like the temple. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll head towards there.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you catch up with them. You all reach the temple. It's a beautiful, extravagant temple. Actually, I should have everything for it written down right here. Temple of Aristrad. The Temple of Aristrad is not as intricate or beautiful as other temples, but what does make it stand out amongst others is that it is like 100% symmetrical outside. Like the actual structure of it is like 100% symmetrical. Like, forgive me if my drawings are a little off, but everything
That's
is
not
like
symmetrical.
perfect. So the building itself is 3 stories high and in the shape of like a cube, as you see, with the exception of its back part. But that's like the primary temple. The windows rise about 2 stories and are the exact same distance apart, all with the same exact image of the symbol of Aristrad, that like sun with wings kind of. Inside the temple is just as symmetrical, with an even number of identical pews and furniture. The altar lines up perfectly with the long blue carpet leading to the front double doors. Every surface is clean and without scratches. And now, this temple looks like it was probably built a while ago, but it's clean and neat. And again, like everything is...
The outside or the inside?
All of it. It's kept immaculate. Some of that can simply be done with prestidigitation, which is a magic thing. So, you can tell that it hasn't just been kept clean, it's been kept like magically clean for like fucking years.
Yeah.
You can see that for it is not quite yet time for like morning mass, but you can see that there are some people sitting in the pews like praying to themselves, and you can see kind of going back and forth speaking to different people is an elderly man in these blue robes with the symbol of Aristrad kind of on his back and on the front, and you can discern that this man is the head priest. Yes, elderly male human in blue robes.
What do we call them? Fathers in this?
Head priest.
Head priest Turk.
Big Papa's.
His name is Turk?
His last name is Turk. His first name is Tormer. But yeah, if people call him Head Priest Turk, that's the appropriate way to say it.
Does anyone perk up?
So you walk in and just yeah, Head Priest Turk. That's just what you do.
Yeah.
So he kind of looks, and other people like look and and they go back to praying. Yeah, nasty.
No one gonna burn
me.
Simpleton. And they go back to flashes of you sawing their fucking head off, and then you're back to normal. You're like,
Take a deep breath.
so, and you see the priest as he clasps the hand of like a very thankful father with his like child, and he pulls the kids on and starts going, and the head priest looks to you. Yes, may I help you? And he starts walking towards you 3.
We were looking to get our worship on. We're new residents of this community, and I was told that you're the head priest to go to.
Why, yes I am. You see, he has a pretty long, like, white beard.
But I never would have thought you would have had this much holiness in the image. My heart is just pounding. I don't even know what to say.
It is so good to see one with such religious conviction. Welcome to the Temple of Aristrad. Oh, you are new to town?
Yeah, so I don't know the schedules. I don't know.
It is fine. It is fine. Pretty soon we are going to have our morning mass. It should only take about an hour.
Does everyone in town come to morning mass?
Of course.
Okay.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone. Who is
Oh.
all of those that Aristrad would deem worthy. There are some that I do not allow in the temple itself, of course, but we allow them to live within our town. We are not animals. We must be kind to our fellow intelligent species, though they may lose their way a bit. They need only a bit of re-educating. But some may not be here, but most do. And if you are looking to see the mass and the glory of Aristrad yourself, please take a seat. We should start relatively soon. Yes.
You just gotta look at him.
Do you live here?
Yes. Wait, within the town or within
the church.
No. I don't. I have.
I would like to bring some cooked goods back to your house after mass today.
Oh, that's so very kind.
She bakes the most wonderful pumpkin pie.
Do you?
What are pumpkins?
Interesting. We have not had a tiefling in these parts in many years. Are you also interested in following the ways of Aristotle?
Of course.
My goodness, that warms my heart to see one with such vile infernal blood look to try to cleanse themselves through his glorious holy light. You have chosen.
I've tried once before, but I don't think it was right.
He grabs
This-
you.
I feel this is right.
Make a
I don't know. Performance.
Deception?
Oh
God.
you said performance?
Yeah.
It's 8.
Ooh.
You get a +4 for performance?
Yeah.
He told me not to take that.
Deception?
Here.
Yeah, I would do some deception.
So he
Oh, wait.
he kind of grips your hand a little bit, and it's like, good.
Ugh.
I just wanna.
You gave it right back to him.
Good. Okay.
So where should we bring the pumpkin pie?
Well, I live in the. Actually, the church was kind enough to give me my own living quarters. It's off a bit out of the ways of town. This is where he lives. It is,
Oh my God.
Just a little thing over
It
there.
is known
quick
as,
little
it is known
place.
as the church mansion, and it is where the head priest is to live. As you can see, the church is very wealthy in this country and takes care of those who work within their church.
Very difficult to infiltrate.
if you.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
However, if you truly did wish to bring me anything, bring it here to the church so that I may share it with the rest of the town.
I don't know if we have enough pumpkins.
Well, would you like to have a seat and watch our mass?
Of course.
It's optional, of course. You are new. Soon, it will
I don't
not be
think there's an
optional.
option when it comes to his name.
Of course. Please, have a seat right in front.
Oh, guys, you know
Oh,
what?
boy.
I get like the front pew.
Do I like feel any like magic about the church, or like can you? Is it like a place of power, or is
I
it
don't know
just
if you
like
can
a?
roll Arcana, I guess, to see if you can like smell it.
11.
11. About him, yes. About
Yeah.
the church itself, no. The church seems like it's just a church,
Just a
man.
building.
Guys,
It was clean. It's clean and maintained with magic, as you can
Yeah.
tell, but not really. But him, he seems like he's got some
I
magic.
think I left my wallet at the tavern. You stay here. I'm gonna go fetch it. I wanna leave the church. Hold my pocket.
Right in the front, and he leads you both right to the front pew.
So,
Are we staying for this? Are we doing this?
You have to.
You whisper, come back and whisper, and then walk away again.
so you two stay.
Are we doing this?
Yeah.
He's looking
Okay.
at you.
He's like,
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Oh, good! Everyone is beginning to arrive.
Just as you
I wanna
open up the
learn
doors,
as
there's
much
a there's a crowd of people, and you just like kind of slip out amidst like oh excuse me. And people are like, why are you going away from magic? I forgot my wallet. And you're just like, oh okay.
I need to donate all my money. I forgot it at home.
As you
At home.
as you exit, you can see some of the town guards sort of patrolling around. Again, they don't look like super on guard. They look pretty lackadaisical. And you can see two of them are now standing guard outside of the barracks, which they weren't before. But yeah, you are now outside, so you are free to do stuff while they sit in mass. We're not actually going to do a mass.
I wanna, no, you have to do
You
it.
have to do
You're
it.
not going to do a
You have
mass.
to do
Hour-long
a mass. I want to learn as much as possible. You have to do a mass.
I have a date.
I want to look
with
around
the-
for Harold.
Harold's not.
not here?
He's on duty.
He's on duty right
Okay.
now. Yeah, so they're excused from mass. They do nightly mass actually. There's like 2 or 3 masses that they do throughout the day. Fucking religious, super religious.
And you're gonna have to do all 3.
Some people have to do. You only need to do 1.
No, I mean you.
Me? No.
Yeah.
So,
we all want.
where would you like to go? Where would you like to go while you force them? That was good, by the way. I know you're probably pissed because you like trickery. It's just like, you cock. Like, internally just. Oh, glory of God. Oh, glory of God.
Are there
So.
any pictures of Aristrad in here?
No. Depictions of Aristrad are not marked.
No pictures.
There
So
cannot be depictions. Only his symbol. His symbol is what you use. But
So-
his glory is too magnificent for us to behold. The only you actually
So
I'm gonna say you
how would
learn
you
this.
know?
I'm gonna say you learn this in the mass.
Okay.
The only person who has ever
Yeah.
witnessed Aristrad himself is the king himself, who was blessed with a never-ending youth and vigor, as he does not age and has been alive
He's a
for
vampire.
200 years, more than 200 years, as he led the campaigns to purge the lands over 200 years ago, and the god Aristrad, the god of order and peace, blessed him with never-ending youth.
Does he still live here?
Who?
The king.
The king does
He's
not live in
He's
Hamlet.
fucked off.
Hamlet, yeah. The king established the kingdom itself, Erangel, which is the main kingdom of Marselia, and he established that again over about 200 years ago after the purging, and after that these other towns began to build up as the beautiful lands became available to everyone. Hamlet was like probably one of the last towns to be made, as it's further towards the boundary, and people from other countries will usually stop by Hamlet first. But that's why they were like, oh, new people. We're not so, you know what I mean? We're used to seeing new people. But the king himself is nowhere near here.
So we need a burning effigy of Aristrad when all is said and done, just because.
A burning effigy of Aristrad?
On top of the chicken.
Or a burning effigy of Draxia to insult Aristrad.
Whatever does
She'd
more
probably
insult
be down with
injury.
fire.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, it's up to you. Whatever.
Do they
Either one is pretty just as
Well, because
blasphemous as the
they
other.
don't want an image of him, so a him on fire.
But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Did they talk about Draxia?
No. There's no. The only mention of anything.
There's no like devil to.
There is devil to them. The devil to them is disorder. The devil to them is chaos in general. The devil to them isn't a specific evil demon or anything. It is you not doing what you're fucking supposed to do. You causing a whole bunch of hubbubalub. Like what happened in the diner
Yeah.
is an exact case of what they see as, ooh, got the beginning workings of some evil in you, huh? I'm gonna have to go work out those
Re-educate
things.
you.
So they go and re-educate you. Things that they fear as you sit through this, because you guys are evil, so you're more like used to this. Is alright. They fear things that are too different from them. Different races is fine, but different races with two different cultures. Ooh, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's none of that.
Wow.
You can see how they treat Gore because Goliaths are usually very strong, badass, like, raw, but they're also pretty chaotic creatures. They're usually chaotic neutral. They have beaten Gore down and turned him into a model citizen. They believe in basically
I'm gonna unleash the beast.
Stepford-Wives kind of situation.
Yeah.
Where it's like, everybody does as they're supposed to, everything is fine and good, and you better not fucking be an asshole about it or do anything that we don't like.
Well,
you know,
is there anything in it that would lead me to believe that they would, if they saw her symbol, they would know what it meant?
Not that you're aware.
Okay.
The common people, probably they seem a little bit too stupid. They're not super educated people. But anybody who is smarter would probably know of Draxia, just because she's one of the big demon lords. She's a pretty
Okay.
gnarly goddess. So, like, the head priest would probably know who the fuck she was.
Okay.
And maybe anybody who kind of looks more educated
Okay.
would probably know. But that's a gamble.
Okay.
I might just have to plug that in a little bit.
What
So,
they?
well, I keep looking at it. Yeah, I think it's not.
Go ahead. You wanna plug it in while I go to Alex?
Yeah,
Go
go
to
for it.
Alex.
Good idea.
I want to head to the tavern.
Cool, that throws at 100. You want to go back to the tavern?
Yeah.
You're fine. You
Okay.
I don't
Could you unplug my my?
Or is there like a brewery or distillery or the tavern?
The tavern. The tavern's it. The tavern's the only place where they have a lot of alcohol. Alcohol is okay, but in moderation here. Being drunk is okay, but only kind of.
Oh, I just want to pick up a keg.
Okay, that's fine. So you enter the tavern. It is fucking vacant, except for the bartender himself. And he's kind of sitting there throwing a tennis ball at the ceiling and having it like drop. Thunk, thunk.
Howdy.
What's up, man? And he takes a bottle and just.
I'm looking to purchase a keg of your finest ale.
Really?
Depending on how much it costs.
He kind of stands up and he sort of looks. You're not from around here, are you?
No.
Haha! Finally, Jesus! My name's Dundle.
Hi,
Nice to
Dundle.
meet you. Dundle Hospitch.
Dundle
Dundle Hospitch.
house bitch?
That's funny. That's real fucking funny. Yeah, it's the first time I heard that one. You can see Dundle sits before you, kind of a scruffy-haired, kind of lanky man, sort of like your brother's build, but not as in shape as your brother. He's so strong, Jeff.
He is so strong.
So
I'm
not,
so
not
jealous.
as like in shape. So he's just kind of like more like a Dylan, kind of soft, and like thin. But you can see he's got like some scars around his face, almost like boxing scars.
Mhm.
But his hands don't look quite like he was a boxer.
Like
So
he got the shit.
looks
beat
like he's
out.
gotten the shit kicked out of him a couple times. Like it looks like he's got like a copper tooth, not a gold tooth, a copper tooth in his mouth, and he's like, with like a little bit of green on it, because that's what happens to copper when it gets.
Oh, no.
But yeah, man. So what? You want a keg?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Listen, I brew this shit myself, huh? Where are you from? Whoa.
You
Touchy
okay?
subject. Look, if you're like some refugee or some shit from some fucked up country, alright, whatever, man. Keep that shit to yourself. I don't know, man. He goes over and he pops open like a cellar door, and he says up there, man, come. And he's just kind of talking as he goes down, and you hear him, and he's kind of just trying to get this keg up the steps. Motherfucker! And he puts it up at the top. Whoo! Here you go! And he kind of rolls it over. And he's a nice big metal keg. And so you just pick it up and you start leaving. No! You have to pay me for that.
In compliments?
Nope. Come on over. I'm gonna need like. Shit. I don't know. Like, what's a keg? Like, I don't know. Give me like.
What's a
He's a little
keg?
bit drunk. No, like, how much is my keg? And he looks over at a sign, and you can kind of see the numbers. He goes, oh, like 50 copper.
Do you
Yeah,
give
bro.
discounts to those who are fleeing for religious purposes?
Oh, the fucking church people?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, my whole fucking life I've been dealing with this shit.
Can't stand church people.
Yeah, they are such a pain in the ass. But I'll tell you what, I just don't want them to tell me what to do.
That's what
You
you
know what I
gotta
mean?
do.
Fuck that shit. But I don't get too loud about it, because that captain's a real fucking dickhead. You know what I mean? Fucked me up.
How much do you dislike these people that you surround that are in his village?
I'll tell you what. They're all fucking prim, proper, nice to each other. When it comes to people who don't see eye to eye with all their shit, they'll just as soon fucking feed you the wolves.
Me and you don't see eye to eye to these people.
I can tell you don't. And he takes out 2 glasses and puts them down. He says, you know what? He pours a drink, pours another drink. You have one on the house. And fuck it, you take that keg for free. And he takes a drink. He goes, please don't tell the captain of the world. He will kill me, I think, this time. Because, like, I've been, like, this close.
I was gonna try to recruit him, but this guy's pretty useless.
Because I've been, like, this close. That motherfucker's crazy. This whole re-education shit.
What is re-education?
Then you are new. Listen, alright, so, like, I talk a lot of shit about the church and stuff, but, like, really don't piss them off in public. Like, I mind my P's and Q's. Right now, there's nobody here. There's not going to be anybody here for a few hours until it gets dark. So I can do whatever the fuck I want. But, like, if you're out there, and you fuck around too much, they'll drag your ass into that fucking barracks, down into some dank-ass cellar, and they'll fucking re-educate you, which is a fun word for, like, some nasty, fucked up shit. I've never had
50
to
Shades
do
of Grey type of shit.
I don't know. I've never had to do it.
Like 4 children down there.
My
So
sister,
wheeled 6 times.
my sister's always been able to pull a few strings. She's the one that owns.
Your sister,
Yeah, Valerie House. We're the hostages, man. We're like
Valerie
the fucking
House
nobles.
bitch.
We're the only nobles in this fucking town. We're the richest
That's what I'm
bitches.
saying.
We're the richest bitches in the whole fucking chicken town, man.
Chicken
But-
town.
Listen, she can pull some fucking strings. She's in tight with the mayor. She's in good with the guard. So she's pulled me out of a few fires. But I mind my shit. But you know, she doesn't know you from a hole in the ground, so you're gonna get fucked. But they'll put
I
you
should
in there.
introduce myself to her.
Valerie.
Yeah.
Good luck. She's probably at City Hall talking to the mayor, getting her to do some crazy shit. I don't know. She's pretty good. She takes care of the
Sounds
town.
like a wholesome girl.
She's a real spoiled bitch, man. I don't know, but she saved me a couple times from this crazy shit.
Alright, well, have a nice day.
Yeah.
I'm a
If you need a room, let me know.
Oh, yeah. I might need some later. Maybe tonight. I'll come back.
And he starts spinning in his chair.
I want to take the keg.
Remember, man, watch your shit. They don't fuck around.
I want to take the keg and drag it to the back of the slaughterhouse in the woods.
Drag the keg. So, fun fact, here's the tavern, there's the slaughterhouse. So,
Yeah,
everyone's in
wheels.
mass.
And a moment of silence for him.
And blessed be, as through the windows you can, you just kind of turn and see, like, as he's dragging. Some guards approach you. You make it pretty far, actually. You get across the street, because the town is, like, vacated. But the sound draws some of the guards as you're, like, in this sort of area, or just crossing the street, close to the farmland. And 2 of the guards approach you and go, hey. And you just kind of, like, they come from, like, I guess, like, behind you. So, like, where you're going, you're like, hey! And you stop, and they're just, like, in your way, basically.
Good afternoon, sirs.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Mr.
Daniel Smith. Middle name, keeping it easy. I forget what it is. That's how I
You
say
never
my
said the
middle
middle name. I don't
Yeah,
think.
Daniel-
he said that's my middle name.
Daniel
Saying
Smith.
safe or something? Or
Oh yeah, you said a sentence, not a...
I don't
Daniel,
even remember that.
Daniel Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith, where are you headed with all this?
To the, out by the, butchery. The butchery.
You going to the slaughterhouse?
Yeah, you gotta soak the meats in some ale to get that nice tenderness, you know what I'm saying?
Deception check.
I mean, he's not lying.
11.
He's not lying.
Oh, 10.
You have a minus to deception?
Oh my god.
Charisma. 10. Yeah, soak it in with some meat.
How do you think the chicken tastes the way it tastes?
We're gonna see some idea.
Listen, I don't know where you think you're going with that, but Gore runs that fucking place, and you don't want to be near that freak.
I'm actually, trying to replace it. They've been trying to get rid of Gore for a while.
You're trying to replace Gore as, like, the new butcher in town.
I'm gonna be the new butcher. I will be the new butcher.
The one looks at the other one and goes, I fucking hate that freak, dude. And it's like, I know, he's so not about Airstride. Make another deception check. This
Man,
time
this
with
is cool.
advantage.
Oh god, is that a 7 or 1?
It's a
That's
one.
one.
Advantage means roll again.
No!
Minus 1.
18.
So one of them was
A 1 and a 19. Holy shit.
So wait a minute. You're telling me you're trying to, like, get on his good side and, like, stab him in the back, kind of, like, fuck him over?
Not literally, but figuratively.
Right,
yes.
right, of course. We would have to. We would have to do something. We would have to take you, not even for re-education, you would be executed immediately.
Four other people will look up and start laughing.
It's all the church. Okay, you can't say it. I was gonna say you just do as you're listening to this drolling shit. So they're like, ha, you know what? Take her easy, man. All right. Hey, listen. That freak gives you any trouble, you just holler. All right.
What's your
Don't you
names?
run away. Greg. This is Officer Jim.
Greg and Jim. I already met Harold. He's a very nice man.
Captain?
Yes.
Yes, Captain's he's a good guy, and he follows the rules to a T. He's a bit of a hard ass, but he's fair. And Jim's like, and Greg's like, no, he's fair. He's...
Okay.
Maybe get a dolly for that next time. So they keep going about their way, and they're like, nice guy, you're a really nice guy.
Nice new butcher.
As you make your way.
Oh my god, I will be the butcher of
That's
town.
what I was saying.
Oh,
I didn't do that on purpose.
The butcher of Hamlet. As you head down, you're like, I want to be the new butcher. I want to kill your fucking kids. So you head all the way down to the slaughterhouse. As you reach the slaughterhouse, is the not pretty part of town. This is the only building that you've seen so far that looks pretty dilapidated. It's made mostly of like metal, like sheetrock and everything. It looks like it was once a nice building. It has since fallen into just being dilapidated. And shitty. How it's still, the fact that it still functions is amazing. But you can smell blood and viscera from inside, and you can hear the sounds of saws kind of going and things like that. There's a big ass like barn door. Basically.
Yeah, I want to knock on the door.
Here, as you
Gore.
You hear like some like metal.
Need your body.
And the door, this big ass fucking door, just and like slides open. And he just slides the whole thing. It looks like it probably weighs like fucking couple 100 pounds. He just like it looks like it probably was once mechanical. Like things moved it. He just moves it with his hands. He's like,
I brought you a gift, and I came here to help you feed your pets.
Yeah, they like ale.
Oh, do they? Talking about sheep here?
come in, and he just picks up the keg with one hand, throws it on his
Should
shoulder,
have just taken it with me.
and starts walking in, like kind of excited. As you walk in, you can see fucking meat hooks hanging with cows and pigs on them. It's a pretty basic, simple sort of. It has conveyor belts and shit. Like again, it was once more, like, bigger and more important. But it looks like since the gore had arrived, he is able to chop this shit up just as well as the machines did without needing extra hands.
There's a lot of like metal and machinery around.
Yeah, a lot of it is kind of out of use, but it's still there. And you can see he had like a huge. He was using like a big like power saw, like a rotary saw.
We should make
some of the things.
Gore like a power suit.
He goes over. There's a huge meat cleaver just kind of like dug into the table where like a whole pig was, and he cut it in fucking like half. And he comes over and he puts the keg down. He goes, we feed them soon, but not time yet. Gore must still work. And he takes the meat cleaver and he just chops the pig's head off. No problem whatsoever. One swing, whop! That head is gone. This guy's fucking strong.
Was the pig alive?
No, it was already cut in half. It was already dead. There are. It looks like there's like one big bin where there's some like live pigs in there, just kind of sitting there. And he goes, you help?
No, why not?
Get pig.
I'm gonna open the. Do they have collars on?
No, and they're kind of muddy. Like, get pig.
Get pig.
New quest. Get pig.
Obtain pig.
I'm an assassin. I'm not used to this.
Is there any kind of like feed?
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
I'm gonna grab a handful of feed and show it to the pig, and open the gate. Try and do it one at a time.
like three of them start coming in.
I want to
dexterity roll.
Alex dies by pig.
17.
Perfect. You get
Plus
you get
4,
a pig.
21.
You get a pig.
You do a backflip off its snout.
All right, I want to lock the gate and bring him over to.
You see, as Gorgeous clears the table, the meat, he throws it into this big metal like bin, and he goes, "For later, good for town, bad for town, good for pets." And he points to the pig that you have right there, and he grabs it by the back of the neck with his massive hand. You see the pig like, "Ah!" And he just picks it up, and he goes,
Have to be fast. Have to be quick.
and he just slams the pig's head into the table, snapping its neck, and its part of its skull kind of busts
You're
open.
perfect.
And he goes, and he's like, And he slams it on the table.
Oh boy.
And just he goes,
You stay with Gore until time.
and he lops the pig in half, poof, with the meat cleaver.
Gore, I have a proposition for you.
Popper?
I have a question I have to ask you.
Yes, Gore can answer.
I feel like we got off to on a good start. I feel like me and you have a lot of similarities.
Yes,
But I
Gore
really,
like you, and he kind of taps you on the shoulder, which like
Break
it's
your
like
elbow.
pushes you, and
I
there's
just-
blood on your thing.
I just really don't like this town. I don't like the people.
cannot say. Their god, their glowing sun, the flying sun, it hears you.
It's at church right now. It's not here. No God is here.
No, they say their gods see all.
They tell you that to scare you because they know you have the capabilities of crushing them like you did that pig. You're stronger than them, and they're afraid of you. That's why they treat you the way they do.
Yes, they treat Gore bad.
And he slides the pig leg over, and he lops its head off. He's kind of like sad now, so his swing was weak, but it's still boom, like and you're like, like just the sheer power.
They always treat Gore bad.
It doesn't have to be that way. We can rule this town. They have started.
Gore no have to work in meat house.
Gore does whatever he wants. And if somebody speaks poorly of you, off with their heads.
And he points to the pig, and he throws it into the bucket.
But many, and guards, too many, they kill Gore. Gore kill many them, but some, enough, they kill Gore.
This is the way I look at it. The guards are all in the barracks at shift change. We can
Oh,
close the doors in on them and light the barracks on fire. Same thing with the people during church time.
Just not this mess, because we're in there too.
Maybe not today.
That's a city hall, but that is
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
I
church.
meant that.
burn the people. Yes, the people nasty to Gore, especially the children. Burn the children.
And he kind of
Don't
looks
worry,
around
not here.
as the
No
chains
God.
kind of like
No God here. No God can hear me. Gore say what Gore wants.
Of course.
and he slams the meat cleaver like into the table, which is metal by the way, so it like and like goes into the table. He goes,
Gore not fear you, God. Gore hates your children.
I'm gonna start laughing.
let's go back to you guys. As like the chains rattle and the meat and
A lightning bolt.
So it's getting closer to time to feed his children or his pets.
His pets.
Not his children.
Jackie.
So
Alex.
Jackie's theme song.
it comes to you guys,
Go
and
upstairs.
and the mass begins to end, and let us not forget the
Sad dog.
glory and kindness that Aristotle has shown us all. Let us thank him. And they're all like, thank you, Aristotle. Let's praise him. Let's praise him.
Raise our strong.
And that concludes our mass. Have a wonderful afternoon,
Thank you.
everyone. And if you would,
And he looks to you because no one else has stood up. So you go, thank you. And he stops and looks at you.
I sit back down.
we have newcomers in town today, and you hear some of the people. And he goes,
Jesus Christ.
be sure to give them a kind and proper Hamlet welcome. Welcome, and you hear everyone welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And he goes, now go. Be kind and go in peace and order. And they're like, go in peace and order. And he's like,
as people start filing out of the church.
Single file.
They're not that
It's
super
peace and
bad.
order.
Come on,
You come on.
you come on.
Whoa.
In the capital,
Plot
in
holes.
the castle, maybe. but
Poor
not-
story writing.
Plot hole.
I spent hours.
Is there a bathroom or something I can duck into?
Sure.
This whole place is a bathroom.
They have. Remember, I have like actual plumbing in my world, so there's like actual bathrooms.
All right, I
outside.
duck in. I want to re-up my white boy suit.
It only lasts an hour, so.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were right. I'm gonna turn into a fucking drow. So you go into the bathroom.
It's like a cough and just turn blue.
You go into the bathroom. You go to the bathroom, and as soon as you enter like a stall, and you're back into your look. You go, because you were like straining to keep it working. And you want to go ahead and do it again.
Yeah,
So
like Jonathan Bloom costume.
you put it on again. You're like, and you come out of the doors, and you see another guy kind of standing there washing his hands as you're kind of sweaty, like. It's a good mess, isn't it?
Why? Why are you putting
Brilliant
my
mess.
fingers in your mouth?
I remember the first time I witnessed Aristotle's beauty.
Just I wouldn't block it.
I thought no one.
Because he didn't wash his hands, right?
No, he was just
Oh,
washing.
okay.
He just finished washing
I
his
thought
hands.
he was standing at the urinal. Beautiful son.
So hey, let me tell you, he just finished washing his hands. They're still a little
Okay.
wet. I remember the
Just-
first time I witnessed
okay.
Aristote's beauty in person.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Do you have
isn't it?
wings or anything?
No.
Okay.
Go in peace and order, my friend.
Peace and order.
And then he goes.
I wanna
into
get
the
out.
bathroom. As you exit, you hear. As he shits all over the place. So
After he washed his hands.
he's in a stall.
Why did
In
he
the
wash
urinal.
his hands?
He washed his hands before. I wash my hands before I go to the
Okay.
bathroom and after I go to the bathroom.
I had no context
I didn't think
for that,
you washed
though.
your hands.
I don't.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Chris,
that's just me. I don't know. I'm a cleanly human fucking being. So, where do you go now?
I want to leave the church and just, I guess, look outside, try to track this one down.
You know where I'm gonna be at 12.
So yeah, you kind of
Oh,
knew.
that's right.
Yeah, you knew the
I
time.
wanna-
It's just getting there. It's maybe 11.
What was your name again?
Me?
Yeah,
Astrid.
Astrid. Did you want to go meet back up with Alex? He's dealing with the big guy. Did you meet the big guy?
No.
There's a Goliath in town that he wanted to be friends with.
Neat.
It's as awful as it sounds, but it looks like we have an end because the guy didn't seem very happy, and we could take advantage of that.
Okay.
So you guys want to head to the slaughterhouse as well?
Yeah.
So as you get to the slaughterhouse, you can just see as this large Goliath comes walking out with this like a large metal bin full of pig parts, just pig pieces, and you can tell that he kind of picked which pigs were going to go to the town, which is in a different bin, and then these pigs which go to his pets in the woods. And there's a bunch of kind of spoiled meat, slightly spoiled meat that's in there as well, and things like that. But he's got a bunch of fresh pig parts too that he throws in there. And he starts walking out, and he sees you guys, and
It's okay, Gord. They're friends.
and he's fucking 9 feet tall, all like muscle, gray-skinned, humanoid, just huge. And he's friends, and you can see he has this huge meat cleaver kind of on his hip. As he starts, he goes, "Come to feed pets."
Yes.
Sure.
And he starts walking to the woods, and he goes, "Must keep secret, friends. Must not tell Captain. Captain, slay my pets. Captain will kill my pets.
He killed your pets before?
He will. He has killed many creatures in the woods
Maybe
for
it's
years."
about time we return the favor.
So he goes pretty kind of deep into the woods, like pretty far in there. It's not right on the edge. And you guys follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go further in the woods, and he stops sort of at this small clearing, and he slams the thing down. He goes, then he takes out like a pig head, and he throws it into like this clearing, and he goes, babies, Gore is here, Gore is here. And you hear silence at first, and then kind of ruffling through the brush, as you see several not small at all, dire badgers come
Oh my
out
God.
of the fucking bushes as they and some of them like snap at each other, and some of them are just kind of like yelling as they tear up the dirt and sort of like kind of like look around. You see them as they're sniffing the air and looking at you. They're sort of uneasy. He goes, "They're our friends, babies." And one of them kind of goes over a little further, looks at all of you, and then lunges at the head and pulls it over, kind of ripping at it because they have like little claws as he's tearing at it. And he goes, "Yes!" And he takes more and just pours all the pig gore and
Can I
pig
try to
sauce
hand
into
feed
it.
one?
You want feed babies? And he takes first he takes like a small chunk of meat and then looks at you and goes, and then takes like a big bone with like meat at the end and he goes, slow, careful.
I'm gonna hold it out.
They can be bitey. And he shows you his arm with like a huge fucking scar and he goes, as he's like laughing. As you see, so you want to try to feed one?
Yeah.
Roll an animal handling check.
Oh god. Oh, that was not a
No.
roll.
Oh
7.
no.
I don't. It's animal. 6.
So it's -1.
Yeah.
So you kind of like
What do you tell? Oh.
hold this big bone with meat at the end towards one of them. Its face just in the gore, and it looks at you. Its face kind of is smeared with blood. The normal black and white of its fur stained all red around its like head. Have you guys ever seen what dire badgers look like?
No,
Not
but
only
they
are they
sound awesome.
big as fuck, like they're pretty much like that big. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
In D&D, and they have.
Oh yeah, they're huge.
Their spines, the notches of their spines have grown out to be like spikes. So they have like bony spikes protruding from different parts of their body. So just kind of like a spiky,
perfect.
horrible big, yeah, I know. And it comes over to you like, and they kind of walk like this, badgers normally. So it kind of approaches you and sniffs at the bone as you're like, oh. And it and whacks the shit out of your hand, kind of cutting your hand. You take
100 damage.
no, it was a slight thing. You take 4 points of slashing damage as it kind of slashes at your arm and tears into the bone, tearing apart the meat and then snapping the bone in half with ease, no problem. It's like slurping at the marrow and just chomping the bone through the bones with its teeth. Just and another one comes over and starts and they start fighting over it. And he goes as Gore is clapping as.
Gore, is there any way we can bring these into town at nighttime?
You see Gore feeding one with his hands, no problem, as it kind of steps up, grabs his hand, and starts eating it out of his hand, and he's petting it because they're used to him. And his animal handling is really good. And he is what?
I feel like we should try to take control of the town, and your pets would be perfect to help us. They could take care of the guards.
My pet's very strong. My pets can kill, yes. But lots of guards. My pets could help. Better than just gore fighting.
Plus, they'd have as much food as they want if they're.
Mm-hmm. And all the metal in the
Can they
slaughterhouse
eat
could be
the
used as
children?
armor.
They can eat the children.
Gore, can you make? Are you good with making things? Like, we have so much metal in that slaughterhouse.
Gore just swing and cut and bash
That's all we need.
and feed
If we
babies.
don't want to risk your children going into town and having the guards with their weapons, we can bring the children to them.
That'd be.
I
hard.
know how I can make a sigil out here. We can plant a trap that wherever we plant this trap in town, anyone that walks into it, we plop
The
right
doors
into
of the
their
church.
There are
So perfect.
there are
We
not
set it on
children,
fire.
taller children, but not people.
Teenagers?
Yes, teenagers, and they go into the woods to be away from the eyes of Aristride, and they drink and they smoke and they flop around on each other. They listen to music quiet. They do it sometimes, and in clearing other side of town, but away from people. I could lead my babies there.
We could just take care of them too if we're going all out. I realize at this point we're planning terrorism, so it's like
Terrorism?
we're
or-
speaking pretty.
We're just taking
Oh,
control of the
Gore, I
village.
just want to make something clear. I want to dismiss my illusion spell because it's like I'm not going to be Golden Boy this whole campaign. I'm not. My name's
Whoa!
Jonathan Bloom.
Ooh, and the badgers, and they kind of like freak out, and then just. So what do you say?
My name. You can call me Craven. Shake his hand like he does the
His
first time.
massive hand shakes yours. As there's blood and like saliva from these dire badgers, and they as he gets close to you, the dire badgers kind of look like they get pissed off, and then they see that it's cool and they like chill out. As you can see, they're pretty protective.
Yeah, no, that could come in handy. But yeah, no, I'm serious about that. As wonderfully awful as these things are, I don't like them having to go into urban terrain, basically.
We could use the cover of the night.
We're basically just gonna ransack the town. That's the plan. Is that how we're gonna fulfill our objective? Here?
can do well.
Who is the leader? Would you say Turk or Harold?
Priest.
Priest is the leader?
Priest is king
Is he...
of tribe in town. Mayor is just fat, stupid. Valerie is also second leader.
I might be able to get into cahoots with Valerie.
You met her?
Ooh, Valerie bad. Valerie,
Is there anyone who uses magic in town?
priest. Very good.
So, but people would listen to him, no matter what he said?
Sometimes he tell people to do things and they do.
Does anyone ever disagree with him?
Not for long. People disagree. Either Harold or they change their mind. He make them.
I can pretend to be this guy for an hour.
Very pretty.
Who?
Because you're very pretty.
Oh.
She's a tiefling female. So
Yeah.
it's like,
The head priest.
You can be priest.
I can be the priest for an hour.
you listen to him talk for an hour. You got a good sense of how he speaks, the
Yeah.
cadence of his voice. You got a
You're
good,
welcome, guys.
exactly what he looks like. You could definitely impersonate him very well.
Can you
Yes.
imagine the confusion? You as the priest and me as Harold.
Coming across the priest and
my
Harold.
God.
Oh my god, that I didn't. Alright. This is why I
Who
love
knows?
this game.
Yeah,
of all the things that I thought you guys were gonna do and all the things I planned for, really didn't. Because I don't know the spell, so it's like I don't even know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
I didn't
Alright. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Alright, so you guys got a plan? Because I was gonna just
I don't.
take these
I'm
badgers
just
and Goliath and go
spitballing
into
here.
town and kill them, but
We can have
You
a
guys sound
multi-pronged attack. I'm thinking we take either dead of night to start issues, either if we're going on the offensive, or we trap them at midday mass.
Can you look like
Well-
Harold?
well, why don't we break into Harold's? I mean, oh, I gotta find out where Harold.
That's where the
lives.
church. That's the church.
The
That's
priest.
where he lives. Yeah.
We can do both. Right now, or tonight, dead of night, we can go get the priest. We can go proceed tomorrow morning as if one of
You
us.
were the priest.
You can play the priest.
Okay.
So we can go on as if we might have to check his schedule to make sure
I know the
Like
schedule.
all-
I asked him.
all tomorrow morning they're not looking for him when we're still planning stuff.
Remember, he told us the schedule already. I asked about the schedule.
Yeah. So if we want to get the priest tonight,
Here's, by the way, a list of the different kind of properties and homes that are in there, the stores and things. As you guys mill about town, you probably have kind of learned. So there's like apothecaries and libraries and schools and
hip hop around.
different mansions. But if you want, if you want
Okay.
anything specific.
I can sneak into the priest's house, kidnap him, feed him to the direwolves, and you can take his place.
Dire badgers.
I think
badgers.
I think we can approach the kidnapping and murdering of the priest together because I think that's what our employer is seeking.
All right.
That's
Oh yeah, it
ultimately
is, isn't it?
We take care of the priest, and then if we're sacking the town, we do that tomorrow with sleight of hand and then cripple them. We can set up a trap and burn them at the church, and then set up a choke point at the barracks.
We will have to use his body on display though, to show the people right before we kill them what truly is going on.
Well,
Sure.
do we want to kill them or do we want them to all?
Oh, obey Draxie.
Yeah.
What would she prefer?
Because as a priest, I can do that. And I can
It was
change
it
the
was
symbol.
either one. If you recall, she said either
Kill them all.
convince them to
Yeah,
serve
but
me or slaughter them all in a horrific manner.
Well, she would
What do you
probably
Fire is a
prefer.
pretty horrific manner, so it's up to you guys.
She would probably prefer a a town of slaves over dead bodies. She doesn't mind dead bodies, but she could probably find use of them. So if we just take out their head figures and government, then
We can play it by ear. Like we can take them out tonight and then
Yeah, see what happens.
see what happens.
yeah, that sounds good. All right, we should make our.
So the plan is to.
Let's go to the priest's house and then eventually feed them to the badgers, right? Is that what you want to do?
Well, I gotta decapitate them before we feed them to the badgers.
We don't need to use the badgers either.
Well, the badgers are good crowd control for the rest of the guards.
They're pretty fucking strong. Dire anything are pretty.
If we do want to set up a trap, though, I can set up that sigil here just to
What
have it.
What if we cause a fake emergency where all the guards respond to, and you put your teleporter there?
That's
and
what I was thinking about.
I like
What
it.
does that thing do?
Yeah, I don't know.
It is
What does it do?
a teleportation circle. I cast the spell, I draw a 10-foot diameter circle on the ground, inscribed with sigils that link your location to a permanent teleportation circle of your choice, whose sigil sequence you know, and that is on the same plane of existence as you. A shimmering portal opens within the circle you drew and remains open until the end of your next turn. Any creature that enters the portal instantly appears within 5 feet of the destination circle, or blah blah blah. Any major and it's like you can set it like the sigils to like a temple or like a home base or something. But if you create a sigil and you know it,
You can put in the meat grinder too.
too.
You can set it upside down on the bottom of like a skyscraper's like balcony, so they just.
That's what I was gonna say.
So your plan is to
waterfalls or
set up a
anything.
teleportation, or one of the things you're thinking is set up the teleportation in where the dire badgers, like that little their feeding
Mhm.
ground is,
Their
and
nest.
teleport people into the dire badger feeding ground. Is that essentially?
I'm thinking we can do that, or we have this feedback loop outside the church. If we barricade the church, put the sigil inside, start burning it, and then anybody who tries to come in to save them just gets sucked right inside.
Yeah, I like that. We can do that. We could draw them in. Oh,
I'll draw and study a sigil right here in the nest just to have it, but we'll change
yeah,
it.
but and
How long does it take?
It's a minute.
Oh jeez! It's like Full Metal Alchemist. You just draw that shit real quick.
but you as herald and you as the priest could get the people to go wherever you want. You can get the guards to go wherever you want.
I think so.
So let's do that. We'll
But let's kill the priest first.
okay. Let's
do
go.
that tonight.
Yeah, let's,
How often do you get to say it?
I'm gonna go. We're
Go
gonna
up.
start making our way to the priest's house.
All right. Well, the priest will be there at night.
Mm-hmm.
Later after the evening mass. So, did you guys want to wait until then? Is there anything you want to do until then? Anywhere you want to go, or anybody you want to talk
We
to?
could scope out where Harold stays because it would probably be easier if we kidnap him, but like kill
We
him.
can do that. We could also set up a base of operations in any taverns or something. Just
I already have a place.
It might be easier and less conspicuous to get in there if someone looks like Harold.
Into his home.
Ooh, going to the barracks.
Do we want to take out Harold first?
Yeah, definitely, because you don't want Harold to meet Harold.
Harold does not live in the barracks.
What Harold?
Harold
What Harold?
lives in an actual house. Some of the guards do live in the barracks, but he's not. Because to become a guard sometimes means to give up your other shit.
But not
Your
if
earthly
not if you're
belongings.
Not if you're a fucking captain.
not if you're
Captain. Which is what Harold is. So, where are we going?
So we gotta wait till nighttime for the priest. How about we should separate and try to find Harold's whereabouts and find out where he lives.
Hey, where does Captain the Guard live?
I mean that's what he asked for.
I
the
got a
priest,
pumpkin
and he-
pie for him.
Hey, a pumpkin pie. Just put some of the rotten meat and cover it with some pumpkin shit.
Yeah, I'll do that.
we can use minor
Alright.
illusions for a fucking pumpkin
Yeah,
pie.
minor illusion. I could make a big
Can
pumpkin
her
pie.
magic
What
rub
do you
off
want to
on
be?
me?
What do you want to be holding that looks like the pumpkin pie, or do you just want
No,
to make
it's
a fake
it's
pumpkin
not
pie?
real. It's an illusion, but it's pumpkin pie.
Okay. That means if someone goes to get it, though, they're not even going to hold anything.
Why would someone grab at my pumpkin
Because
pie?
you're offering. I don't know. You're offering it to somebody. I don't know.
Only for the captain.
Alright,
For the
fine.
captain.
Don't touch.
This is
Don't touch it.
If you want to look at whatever website she did, she basically has them all on like cards.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Alright.
So, where to first?
I want to go where I first met him.
Gore's like, bye.
Bye, Gore. We'll be back to tear apart the town together.
That was surprisingly easy.
He goes to pet one of the dire badgers and it bites on his hand. He's like, and just kind of swinging it around. So, where are you going? To?
Where I first saw Harold.
Outside of the
Yeah.
barracks and police station. So you head over to the barracks and police station, and you see there's still 2 guards standing outside of the barracks, and there's some guards inside of the police station itself. But you don't really see Harold anywhere.
Hey. Where's Harold?
Captain?
Captain Harold.
And one of the guards was, and he comes walking over to you from the barracks and goes, "Did you need something, sir?"
Yeah, I heard about something that happened in a restaurant today, and I might have some information about what happened.
At the restaurant.
Yeah.
Very well. He's gonna want to hear that right away. And the other one's like, "Yeah, we can't bother him. Come on." And he's like, "All right, sir. He's in City Hall right now. But he's definitely gonna want to hear what you have to say. What was it? You can tell me. I can let him know."
I don't know you. I have a feeling that this is something.
Make a deception check. What the fuck?
7.
6.
6.
Then you can tell me, and I can tell him.
Really?
Well, he already told you where he is. Just
Yeah, I know. Now I can play around with this guy. So I'm thinking they didn't like the chicken that the restaurant gave out.
No, I assume that was the issue and cause of the vomiting,
Yeah.
and screaming, and blood.
So you're gonna tell him that?
Do you want me to tell him that the reason all the get the hell out?
Okay, bye.
The other guard's like,
I'm gonna make my way to the town hall.
all right. What do you guys want to do?
Let's follow.
yeah.
I'm sorry that we spent so much hours dicking around, but it's part of the game, I guess. Because we only have until when do you gotta go?
Now.
7.
Yeah, we got a little more time.
We got time.
About another hour.
Cream soda.
Ice cream cone, cream soda.
Oh well.
No,
All right, town hall. Ma.
You go to town hall. Where do you guys want?
Yeah, where do you guys want to go?
I
Come on.
think we're all together. you
All
know?
together? Okay.
Yeah.
All together
So you all
now.
head into the town hall. Head to the town hall. It's not very busy. It's a big, fancy building with not a lot really going on. There are some guards in there, though, however, and as you enter, one of the guards is like, "Excuse me, do you have business here?"
Yes.
With whom and for what? With Miss Hospitch?
Yes, with Mrs. Housebitch, and these two have other
Miss Hospitch.
Oh.
Ms. House.
Jesus Christ.
Her brother wants me to go on a blind date with her.
It's true.
Make a deception check with advantage because now he's helping you. No, he rolls it because he's saying it.
12.
Roll it again,
no,
just
no.
in case. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with the 13. Oh god damn it, Tundle. Listen, she's in a meeting with the mayor and the captain right now, so you might just have to wait until the meeting.
I'm fine. I'll wait right here. I'll just tell her that you kept me waiting.
Okay.
Is it about today's incident? Do you know?
Well, that's classified information.
Well, I'll let you know if it is. I was there. I saw the whole thing.
Oh, you were a witness.
Yeah.
Do you have any kind of information for us?
Well, is that what it's about?
You don't know what to do.
So just between you and me,
And us.
us.
there were some bugs, and I want to pull out a little vial of some fleas. There were some bugs.
No. You're going to want to take those to
Did you want to
captain.
cut?
No, you're good, you're good. One of the other guards like, what's the matter, Earl? Like, nothing. Where'd he go? Get the fuck out. They're gonna want that evidence. Get it away from there! So, you guys make your way over. You reach the door. The other guard, there's another guard outside the door, goes to stop you, and he sees the other guy goes, pick up, please. Evidence, please. And he's like, and he says,
please.
here! And he opens up the door. As you enter, you can hear some arguing, and you hear the mayor going, well, I just don't know what all the fuss is about. And you hear the captain saying, she keeps protecting that piece of shit brother of hers, and I'm here to put an end to this, gosh dang it.
So,
He needs
there's nothing to
re-education.
do.
And he needs re-education now. And it's like, I don't think my brother had anything to do with what happened at the diner. It's like, who else would have? He's the only degenerate in
Oh,
town.
do they see us in here? Like, do we?
You guys just opened the door. They seem pretty enthralled with each other, yelling at each other. But the mayor, he's the only one that can see you because the other two are standing in front of his desk, and he's just like eating, and he's like this, like. He's like a portly little man.
I don't want to use that spell, but I was going to blow one on just summoning a horde of locusts in there. But I was like,
I need to speak with Valerie.
You just say that.
okay, so I guess we're not leaving.
And wait, and they kind of turn, and Valerie's kind of 30-something-year-old woman, short red hair, kind of thin, well dressed, nice clothes. No. And she turns around. Yes.
I want to help you protect your brother.
Just in the middle of just in the middle of it.
Who the fuck are you? And the captain goes, Mr. Smith, what can we do for you today?
My friend has evidence about what happened in the restaurant today.
Yes.
So I was there. I saw the whole thing. I don't know how you guys missed this.
Do you actually have a jar of fleas?
I
Or is that
do.
a minor illusion.
No. it's
He
a
says
jar of
this.
fleas.
Is it an actual thing that you have?
Yeah.
Okay. You just carry around a jar of fleas with you?
That's
Do you-
we don't
do you
want
not?
Where'd you get a jar of fleas?
Why are you questioning where I got my fleas from?
Because is it an illusion?
No,
or is it
they're
an
real.
actual glass thing of fleas?
Can't wait till it
They're real.
breaks.
You sit on it.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Okay, whatever. So he makes up your thing of fleas.
I have string and I have wood, pieces of wood.
I'm
and
string. I have fleas. Okay.
I got fleas.
Alright.
My magicians are weird.
He picks up the fleas and he kind of
Don't drop it.
so and he kind of puts it down on the mayor's desk, and the mayor, while he's just face full of like whatever he's
Pumpkin pie.
eating, and he's ooh.
Steve, are you doing that?
Man, you gotta look at this.
And he goes, ah!
This is in your kitchen.
The captain's like, where did you get these? Where did you get those fleas?
Sounds suspicious if you ask me.
From the restaurant.
Where in the
They were
restaurant?
in your burger.
Did you pick them off of the floor?
Yes.
Where?
Around the table where it was covered in vomit.
So you, being a good citizen, sifted through the vomit to pick
No.
up fleas.
No. The table was covered in vomit.
Really? Yes, I was there. And
Yes.
Where were the fleas?
On the floor, like I
On
said.
the floor.
Yes.
Why did you pick them up all of a sudden?
It was your
And
civic
Valerie
duty.
goes, da, 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 da.
Let's
That's
talk about me and Valerie.
That's enough of this crap. And she goes, first of all, who are these people? Who are you people?
We're looking to move here. And, I wanted to be a good citizen. I wanted to do the right thing. As this town seems to instill in its people, I wanted to be like its people. But I guess that's a problem, isn't it?
And I'm a very rich solo
Make a
man.
deception check with advantage, because that was pretty good. Because you actually set it on. With advantage.
With advantage, 20.
I'm really mad because it's really high.
Lame.
Hold on. 11.
Oh my god!
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
So she looks at the captain.
Is that what you did?
What?
Nothing. You went out of the face.
So she looks at the captain and is like,
Huh?
well, Harold, they're here out of the goodness of their hearts because they want to be good citizens. Is that not what we strive for here? And he's like, I just think it's suspicious that she suddenly walks in with... She could have caused the whole thing. No. We have someone of a different culture and race trying to bring some
Diversity.
Into our town. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome,
Bring
beautiful.
some diversity into the town. Imagine if we could bring the way of our stride to other cultures. A tiefling is perfect. He's like, aren't tieflings like demons or something? It's just like, no, Harold! Get out! Harold,
Excuse
It's like
me.
saying something really hurtful to her.
Well,
I
And then-
went to mass this morning.
She did.
I was there.
and the mayor goes, Harold, you should have gone. He goes, Harold.
Crossing my arms.
I'm sorry. And she goes, Harold, I think you should take the rest of the day off. And he's like, what? That's ridiculous! I am at my prime! And she goes, take the rest of the day off. You're old and you're cranky. Go home. And
I
he's like,
agree with Valerie.
and he kind of, like,
So
scruffs up, walks by and goes,
Powering
it's
Crow-
good to see you
or
again,
was
Daniel.
saying-
Fine man, fine young man. And
Well, I'm gonna talk to you. Can I call him out?
you're gonna talk to him?
Yeah.
You just ruined his day.
Oh,
I
I
didn't.
didn't. No, this bitch did. So,
As he's walking out.
yes?
Well,
He's walking. No, he's walking, talking. He's kind of grumpy, so he's on his way anyway. Yes?
Well, I have a good
You're
set
walking.
of skills. I have a great set of skills that I feel like I could add to your ranks.
You got a pep in
Ah, you wish to be one of the guards. Well,
It is in my
it
blood.
is quite a process. Before you can become a guard, you must prove yourself by purging the lands of a certain group of undesirables. So throughout the the wilderness, there are still small tribes of goblins and gnolls here and there and about, and we've been hunting them for years. Obviously, my entire life I spent hunting and slaying the little buggers until I was finally given a role as captain of the guard. But our lesser officers spent a good couple of years here and there slaying a couple of. And as he's talking to you, you guys are kind of leaving and on your way.
Yeah, I want to just
down the
keep
street.
milking the
Keep
conversation.
following. Yeah. So he goes, so that's what you can do to become an officer.
What kind of things have you seen in your day?
Oh, let me tell you some tales. As you guys walk. You two still in the mayor's office.
Yes.
Do you like that he does a better job just because he's talking to the
He has
stupider character?
negative charisma. And he's been sweet talking everybody.
He's just talking.
Well, I can't
So-
use intimidation in this.
He's
campaign.
also like a human man, militaristic looking, so Harold just likes him. But she's like a tiefling wizard lady, so he's like, whoa,
Get out of my face!
So, you guys are still in the mayor's office with Valley. Thank you so much for what you did. I really appreciate it. She's one of those. Really appreciate that. And the mayor's just kind of looking at you.
What is he eating, by the way?
Popcorn.
Grapes.
Hundreds of grapes. And the mayor's looking at you. Hey.
Hey.
So now, because we have a wonderful town here with plenty of room for newcomers, different plots of land at a moderate price, and of course, if you, which lands do you hail from?
I don't.
You're just gonna
Wherever,
make some shit up,
yeah.
yeah. So you guys make some shit up. Oh my goodness, beautiful, beautiful. Well, if you have any family there or anything like that, tell them about it. It's a beautiful place, especially to raise a family. Are you two together?
Yes.
The mayor goes. She's alright, I guess.
How old is the mayor?
He's-
Like,
He's
Of course, and he's
old.
real
So
fat,
old.
right?
he's like
He's
65
like real
years
big.
old. No, he's like a small, just like an apple.
Like a
It's
Monopoly
it's
man.
Round, yes, like a little fat Monopoly man. And she goes, well, may I say that it's a pleasure to have you here. If you ever want, I could show you some of the different plots of land that you could purchase. I also do a little bit of realty here on the side, as well as own some of the fine establishments.
Sounds like a conflict of
Including
interest.
the establishment where you found these fleas, and I appreciate that. And she pockets those, and she goes, we'll have these analyzed, lickety split to figure out where they came from. I take the Motherfucker Diner very seriously, as it's one of my prime tourist spots. We can't have incidents like these happening.
It's a good egg.
It is. Oh, look at you. Oh my goodness, Mayor, look at him. So,
This is really uncomfortable.
so is there anything I can do for you?
We just wanted to bring that to you. We just wanted to let you know what we saw.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so
You were
much.
so welcome.
Wonderful people. Right, Mayor? Yeah. Well, that's it then. I have some more business to take care of with the mayor, but please enjoy your stay here at Hamlet.
Thank you.
You guys make your way.
Yes.
Alex,
Over to
You follow the guard until, or the captain of the guard, until he reaches his home. His home is, let's say, right here.
Okay.
His house.
I found his house.
So he reaches his home and goes, well, as much as I'd love to continue patrolling, I want orders to lay low.
You gonna invite
What?
him upstairs?
What?
You gonna invite him upstairs?
No.
Maybe.
Sir, your house is immaculate. It's
What?
so
Thank you.
it is so orderly, so structured. I wish I could design my own house like this.
If you believe in yourself. Yes, I take great pride in my home. I built the porch myself, as you can see. I put some finish on the door. I just put on a new coat of paint, actually.
What color?
White. As is per our strides.
Such a perfect color.
Will, yes. White and yellow. His favorite colors, and blue, I guess, because of the. Because that's what I said before.
Do you have a modern kitchen?
I do, as a matter of fact. It's beautiful.
I'm quite the cook. I can tell you.
Go on, what were you going to say?
I could give you some pointers of how to set up your kitchen.
Roommates.
Oh God. 0. Absolute 0.
Oh, comes out as I'm a cook.
Yeah.
I live with you.
Yeah, he goes, oh! Well, I'm actually, I don't, I appreciate it, but I don't play for that team.
Oh, I wasn't hitting on you.
It's not quite. Sure. I gotta go.
Okay.
And he goes into his house.
Does he leave footprints since he just did a new fresh coat of paint?
No.
Jackass.
Really just concerned.
He was really bothered. He was uncomfortable. He had to get out of there.
So, what's the word?
Shark on his house.
Being scared of gay people?
Homophobic.
Homophobic. Oh, so homophobic he ruined his own house. So,
He deserved it.
At this, I'm gonna say you guys probably weren't far behind.
We watched a
Because you
whole
left.
uncomfortable.
So you just
video.
kind of followed him, and you guys are.
Blue guy.
So as he's standing there, as Harold enters his house, you guys kind of come on either side of him, all seeing Harold's home here.
He's in there alone. Does he live with anybody?
No.
Or just go back to police?
You have no idea. Go
Yeah,
on.
no, I'm taking you're like are my partner in crime. I'm taking your word for this.
Do you think the captain of the guard could have a spouse? He's married to the
Why are
law.
you defending him?
Because he obviously will never accept a significant other. Obviously, that's not in his
We're here
nature.
to burn this place down.
What?
We're here to burn this place down.
Yeah, but I just wanted to point
He's
out
not
the
there
obvious
alone.
that
We
he
can
would
store
never
him
have a
right now
spouse.
and take care of him.
Yeah. Hey,
You don't sound very.
how about you cover the exit, the back door? I'll knock on the front door, and you can, I guess, follow him in the back door. Try to sneak in while I'm at the door talking to him.
Do you want to do this? And we'll do it quietly inside because we can burn down his house, but we're not going to do that in the middle of the day.
No, obviously not.
We'll dispatch him inside his house.
Unless you should dress up like the priest.
Why?
He'll invite him in the house.
That's true.
I mean, any thoughts?
Well, what time? Why am I looking at my watch? What time of day is it? In because it's like we're not going to get another rest. I really don't want to blow all my spells on wearing
You
masks.
I
Yeah.
will. I only have 2.
You only need a short rest. You only need a half an hour.
Oh, then we're
We're gonna
fine.
go again.
Because I've used.
She does. You would need a long rest because I think that's how sorcerers work. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure.
Okay.
That's
I think there's some
different.
shit I can look into with my spell, whatever's.
But you.
So you're saying either choose to kill what's his face right
I
now,
said we just go with guns blazing.
or kill.
I can get in there, and honestly, if I look like the priest, and I was actually talking to you last night, if I cast this on him, the moment this fades,
Friends?
he's going to be incredibly pissed at the priest and wonder why the priest cast magic on him.
What is that?
Friends.
Friends, you said?
Yes.
So you're saying if you dress up as the priest
Mm-hmm.
and then go into the house, cast friends on him, do whatever you're going to do, and then leave,
Yes.
it's going to cause him to be extremely hostile towards
Yes.
you, but you were the priest, so it's going to be
Yes.
extremely hostile towards the priest.
Yes. You want to do that?
I'm
Or
down for
do
it.
you
It just
just want to
seems.
burn it down?
Well, no, I'm saying we break into his house and kill him inside because get rid of him here. One of us can dress up as him if we need him to be public later, because we can do that whole misconception thing. That's needlessly relying on them to run into each other at some point down the line. We can get rid of him and only have to worry about distracting the priest going forward.
Can
Yeah.
you get in this guy's house?
Easily.
If we go in the back, you can get in the front.
Maybe we should switch role. Okay,
He's
yeah.
not going to answer the door to me.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, yeah, let's do this. I was gonna sneak in, but maybe he'll open the door for me. I mean, what's
You're
not
not a
to
rogue, right?
No, but I mean, if you look at my
Serenade
stats,
him.
I have +8 stealth. I put all my stats in
What
stealth
the
and stuff.
Fuck!
Yep. All my expertise is in proficiencies in
Oh my god.
that. Because I could
He gets a +12 to attack rolls with his pistol. I'm like,
Because-
what?
Because it asked me if I wanted to be a defender, an offensive,
So that's all
or
your
an
thing.
archer.
That's
I was like,
everything goes in
archer.
there.
Everything goes in archer.
Okay.
Alright, so
So what's the plan?
I'm
Who's
gonna
going
knock on
where?
the front door. If he doesn't answer, you're gonna sneak in the back door. And if he catches you, I'm gonna sneak in the front door and then cut his head off. Don't damage his face.
Why?
Don't worry about it. Alright. Yeah, you can damage his face.
Okay.
I need to behead him.
This is the wrong guy.
This is the.
I know. This is the guard. We have to behead a lot of people.
The sheriff guy.
I mean, you can do it all anybody you want.
Exactly.
Sure, Draxia wouldn't
Alright,
mind.
I'm gonna knock on the door before they even start making their way to the back.
Okay, then
Alright,
we
let's start.
moving towards the
Yeah.
back.
So you guys start going to the back. So you knock on the door. You hear because it's only been like a couple of minutes. He's still in his uniform. He's still in his armor.
Half undressed.
He opens the door and he goes, "Oh," and he kind of tries to avoid eye contact. "Hello, Daniel."
I have to talk to you.
Well,
It's about one of your guards. What was the guard that I met outside? What was his name?
You say this in
It
character.
was Jim or Greg.
Greg. Yeah, I gotta talk to you about Greg.
How do you know Greg?
I've watched what he did to a couple of kids while he was on duty.
What?
You've been here for 6 hours.
Greg.
Greg molested a young boy. I saw him.
Greg saved my life twice during the battle on Knoll Hill. And you're telling me that he was molesting children?
Can I undraw my knife and stab him in the neck?
Holy shit.
While he's up in my face.
Well! So you just want to Pez dispenser him? Like, flat? So I want you to...
I gain initiative. I mean...
Alright, you're attacking now.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. We're gonna do this then.
Don't
Let's
you huff
do it.
and puff.
No, I'm like, okay, just I didn't expect it to...
When words don't work, violence will.
And you're telling me that... What the fuck?
It's because you denied me. You should have never denied me.
I could be a gentle lover, Harold. But you'll never know.
We could have shared.
Because you're dead.
Okay. Let's get these markers out.
Let's hope that they don't stand.
How about you test
Do
it
it, yeah,
on the
do it on
corner?
the...
Well, I need it's wet erase, so it's not
Lick
like
your
I'm-
finger and wipe it off. Come on.
Phrasing.
Or go get alcohol. what a race usually
that's
means.
disgusting.
Oh wow, that came right off.
Wow, that's disgusting.
Wow.
Okay, give me.
Can't believe you actually did that.
Let it sit for a minute.
That was not.
I want everybody to
Wedding
roll.
race.
Yeah, but it's
initiative.
smeared. Are we even there though? We're going around back.
Right now it's just me.
It's good.
Right now it's just me.
You
fighting.
still roll for
Oh.
initiative. Yeah, you still roll for initiative.
But we're not in a fight.
You are in the area though. Are you? Unless you're just not going to join the fight.
They don't have to.
But you still would have to,
I think we
because
should.
movement comes into play. So if you're in the back of the house and Alex starts getting strangled to death at the front porch, you're going to have to make your movement there. And
Why
if
would
it's
that
too
happen?
far, it's too far. So,
It's just we wouldn't know, is kind of what I mean. Since we're making our way to the back, we have no idea he just stabbed him. So would we still technically roll?
Should have made a bird call.
My spidey senses.
you would still roll for wherever you want to go, because everything that you do is happening at the same time that
Okay.
they're fighting.
That's
yeah,
fair.
so I would still roll initiative for everybody.
Why did things suddenly get slower? You know, if you have to move.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
18.
Plus your initiative.
-1.
Well, I get +6.
Jeff, what did you get?
18.
Alex?
12.
Amanda?
Unless
5.
it's 9, but I forget.
Can that come off, Amanda?
Oh God, it's
That
stained for good.
It came off?
Yeah. It also smeared a little bit, so make sure you let it dry.
Blow on it.
Before you actually
Start
try to-
touching
Blow on it.
Yeah.
Blow on it.
Let me look at the house.
I said blow on it.
Shut up.
I'm gonna have to figure out. how
When
to
did
make
you
sure
put that back
charges
up?
more. Like 2 seconds ago. I don't think it charged that much though.
You really
So
care
this
about
is
the
like
camera.
I'm
5,
just trying
10,
to
15,
set it up.
20,
Mm.
25.
You should look at what time it is now. It's at 6:12. I mean, that doesn't help.
That's why I clapped.
Yeah, but us talking don't look exactly like a clap. But seeing this, on the other hand, I'm gonna do this like every half an hour.
But there's only 2 clips I'm recording. Oh, you fucked up.
Oh! Do you really think this is necessary, sir?
Sir,
He's gonna be dead in
sir.
a matter of milliseconds.
No,
I'm not
he's
even gonna.
not.
He is.
He's a fucking ex-adventurer, you idiot.
What- I don't even know
Spent
what that
years
is.
fighting monsters.
Yeah, but he was completely unsuspecting to the blade in his.
You're
jugular.
right. Too bad that is not how you kill people in 5e anymore.
Oh.
Yep. Uh-oh.
It's okay. I'll shoot him in the face.
There you go. Attaboy!
Asshole.
Wow. How do you get into that? Ooh, it's stained.
Amanda, it's stained.
How do you get into that
You have
house?
to use alcohol. That's how you really get it off.
Oh.
Alcohol
Really?
and water.
Was that a door? You're a master floors plans, man.
Master Doorman.
Earthquake test.
Stop.
It looks like the ocean. You call yourself an artist? Look at that. I didn't even do that one.
I hate everything about you. Everything about
Are you
you.
gonna draw the porch too?
Yes, that's what this is.
Let me grab my ice.
Your ice
Fucking
cream?
asshole.
Well, I didn't even have to interrupt that one.
This is a weird way to draw. Those are windows.
Oh, okay. I'm glad. Good thing you explained it. I would have never guessed.
You would have never taken guessed.
7. Well, I think this is weighted to land on 7s. I'm rolling 7s all day.
All day, every day.
I don't know what that was.
What voice is that?
You don't have to really put too much detail into it because I'm just going to run outside anyway and avoid the house.
We run far away from the house.
Didn't think about that one, did you, DM? What if I just left the house? guess I'm not to television and the camera.
Ah! Shut the fuck up. All right. So
That's enough detail you need.
yeah, it's fine. So do we have
sure you
minis?
need
Oh, Amanda, let's pop it open.
What was that?
Oh man, I forgot we have like pre-made. That's okay.
Oh, the cities.
Pre-made cities?
I'm getting my old gaming box back from a friend. We have a bunch of those tiles and shit too.
And miniatures that you
Minis.
gave Brian O'Brien away to Kibbles.
No, I didn't. I kept Ryan O'Brien.
Where is he?
Specifically, I don't know. He's up there somewhere. No, I definitely held him to the side because I knew there's a good chance.
Amanda, did you buy one
They disappear
specifically
for a
because it
while.
has a dog in it?
No, because there's
it
guards
has,
in
like,
it.
A big jaw.
What
does
the
it?
hell?
Where?
I saw a pony. What's the point of
I
that?
was gonna pop that one out.
I wanna be the
that
pony.
as Harold.
There's
But,
like a million things in there. Look.
Oh
through.
shit, there is guards. Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh wow!
That's-
Shouldn't have popped
why
that
I
one
got
out.
Really fun.
Can I find one for me?
Thank you, Jeff.
Wow!
Yeah, Jeff.
Wait, what?
What did I do?
This is a very crooked looking house.
There's a shark in this one.
Can
Can I be a shark? What's the best technique for rolling?
Jeff, could you get those random? Actually, no.
7s and 1s all day, every day. Oh, you just got 14, 17, 14, 17, 20. I actually got excited.
Wasted it.
What do you mean wasted it? I'm gonna roll until I
This
think
is
I'm gonna
Alex.
get. Thank you. Is he pooping? Come on, Evan. I just want to kill this guy.
I just know, especially way back when we didn't really know the systems either. I felt like fighting could go on forever because of that. But
Yeah.
and that's why like G&G was so fun just to roll with shit.
Yeah.
But once we know this stuff, I feel like we could streamline it. Anyway.
Also, he's wearing like this thing. So see how it kind of covers his neck? That's what I
okay.
sort of imagined when I said chainmail. It's like a hood.
You didn't say chainmail?
I did say
You said
chainmail.
plate armor.
Nope, I said plate armor. No, wait, never mind, chainmail.
Oh,
So-
missed that part.
Got him.
Should have paid attention, pony.
You got
boy.
one poke him in the mouth.
So,
with my
he's
knife.
he's a pony.
Roll to hit with advantage because it's a sneak attack.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Natural 20.
So that's a crit, which means
What else do I roll?
you.
Oh.
Okay, so now since you hit, we already know you hit, and it's a natural.
Plus
20.
12. That's 32, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's not your pistol.
He's
you said
dead.
your dagger. So
Oh, you're right. You're
you're
right.
gonna
You're
swing
right.
your dagger at him.
Stab him
But it's a
with
natural.
28.
It's
a natural 28.
Stop.
Okay.
You do the normal damage, not this plus 5 because that's only for magic. So you do this normal damage, and then you roll it again
Okay.
because it's a natural. It's a crit, so I'm pretty sure you
double it.
You double the damage. So roll.
This is what's a D4? This stupid thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
1, and then roll it again.
2.
So 3. You did 3 damage to him.
For a natural 20. Oh, that was
Your
just a
dagger
hit.
is also dick into ass. Like you, I don't know why your dagger sucks so much. It's only 1d4. I have blows. Anyway,
That's what mine does.
so
Mine does that, but 2 piercing.
You did how much? 3 damage
I
to
have
him?
plus 4 piercing. I don't know what the fuck that means. Oh wait, do I add plus 4 to that?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes,
Oh,
you technically
that's
add
better.
plus. I think you technically add plus
8.
Does it say
'Cause it's 2
1d4 and
hits.
then plus 1 for
Yeah.
you? It says -1 for me.
Asshole.
Yeah, I have
Make that a
plus.
plus. I don't know what that means. What
It's
is
because
that?
I shouldn't be using physical weapons. That's what it
Oh,
is.
it's because you suck.
Sorry.
So I have plus 4 piercing. So that do I do plus 4 twice or just once?
I think the plus 4 just goes. I think it's just the
'Cause
dice.
it's
So I think it's you did 3 damage plus 4.
Okay,
I
7.
think. I'll check on that later, but let's just say so 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's dead.
yeah, it's not. Okay.
Does he scream or anything?
Top of the round.
He can't
it
scream.
is-
I cut his jugular.
Top of the round, it is his turn. So he is.
I'm gonna use my second wind and start gouging out his eyes.
You can use another. You can do your thing if you want.
No, you said no, so I'm not gonna do it.
I'm really pissed that I forgot that fucking DM screen because that'd be really useful. Right about
Jeff
now.
has one. Oh wait, he
Oh,
gave
yeah.
it to his best friend, not his brother.
Is it like you'd use it?
I use it every day, so I keep out the lookers.
Oh,
Okay, so he got a natural 20 on his attack.
Oh wow, so you hit.
Nope.
Something like
He rolls with disadvantage because you just surprised
Ah!
him. I'm pretty sure because you just surprised him.
Surprise
he rolls with
attack.
disadvantage for his first
I always
attack.
surprise people.
I think.
I think you're right.
Is that a thing?
Yes, you
Yeah.
did it last
Yeah.
time.
Okay. No.
I think
no.
Alex just knocked him prone.
What?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
he surprised him.
I'm gonna grapple him.
Eight.
Can I weld this to my forehead? Would that be cool?
Alex, what's your
Awesome.
constitution?
Excuse me. Which number do I look at? The big one or the little one?
Alex, what is your armor class?
15.
He does not hit you. You swipe at him with your knife. Oops. Slamming into the chainmail and slicing his face a little bit with it. He's like, God! He takes out his mace and swings at you. You kind of dodge it as it boom hits the door and just boom, like busts like a hole in the door. And you can see as he rips it out, it's like kind of glowing with this sort of like
Magic.
holy light. Yeah. And he takes his shield off and is super fucking pissed. And he is going to use his movement to back up 1, 2, 3.
Mm.
And he's going to go, bring it on. That's all.
We should have just invited him into your kitchen.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Next up is, oh Jesus, I didn't. Close the fucking book which had everybody's. Sorry guys, I'm new. I think it was Jeff's turn.
Probably.
I'm
Where the fuck
last.
did I put this shit?
It was definitely me, but you
Oh,
still.
I think it was this.
I rolled a 5, so I'm definitely last.
Jeff, you next. You guys are both at the back door.
I hear the commotion.
I think you're the.
Jeff, what number do I look at
I
when you
think you're
say
the old orc woman.
Yeah.
when you say dexterity? You look at the +4 like for rolls, but
Yeah,
your
just-
total is 18. Like
Yeah, you don't have to tell me the total score, just the bonus.
I get +4 dexterity.
Okay. So I'm assuming we hear this shit and we know it's go time.
Yes.
Okay, so
Ghost time.
I want to go in.
Egg time.
30 feet is each block is 10, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
10,
it's
not
5. It's 5. Each block is 5.
Oh,
You
sweet.
just step back 30 feet.
So I want to.
There's no diagonals.
Is there? All right. So I want to attempt to cast an immolation, a 5th level fire spell.
What does it do?
Flames wreath one creature you can see within range. The target must make a dexterity saving throw, and it takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
I'm sorry, did you entered the house?
Yeah.
The back door is locked.
Oh.
So you're gonna have to figure out a way to get into the back door.
Give me
There
a second
are
then.
there are windows if you just want to bash your way in.
Just add those.
What?
Can't just add
Well, he
those.
just did.
Fucking do whatever
He
I
ju-
want.
he's the
god! But the back door is locked because he's a captain of the guard and he seems to be kind of.
What do the
Paranormal.
windows look like?
What?
What does the window look like?
They're big enough for you to get through, if that's what you mean. Just normal, like what
Oh.
you have upstairs.
Can I
Just like
find
a-
it?
Just windows. You know what they are.
It's locked, but you,
Is there anything around me? On the ground?
yeah, there's rocks and stuff. You know.
Yeah, I want to throw something through and jump in.
Yeah, there's like patio chairs. You use one of
I
those.
want to use a patio chair.
Boosh! And you smash like one of the metal ones is
Yeah.
what I'm imagining. And you just and throw it right through the window, smashing it through.
He becomes unconscious.
That is your action, but you still have your movement to get inside.
Well, let's go.
That's fine. Yeah, those doors are not locked.
He locks
Come
everything.
inside, Astrid.
But that was your actions. You only get one action.
I'm not sure.
I get
what
two
I'm-
actions.
You probably get a bonus action, which I think you can use cantrips as a bonus action if you want to use a
That
cantrip.
sounds right.
I think if they
I'm gonna use a firebolt then. I won't use my.
How do
big
you
daddy
know
dick.
this?
Yeah.
Do I get 2 actions every time?
I've just been kind of like putting it together, but I'm also just kind of like.
It's true that you,
I might be
get
wrong.
used to.
I could very easily be wrong.
You
I
get
don't
used
know.
to the structure of it, and most of the time it's like, yeah, that's probably a thing.
But it sounds right. Yeah. Let's do
Second
that.
wind and action surge both give me 2 actions, right? Just one I can use after a full rest, and one I
Does
can
it say what
use.
second wind is?
I think this
You should
second
have
wind.
what it is.
Well, it doesn't say it. It just
Oh.
says it right.
Yeah, then I don't know.
Oh,
All
you're
right,
right.
so
I'll
You
Google
should-
it.
I'm gonna attempt
find out
to-
what it does to make sure that you're doing it
I'm
right.
pretty sure that was
Throw
right.
fireball at him.
Firebolt?
Bolt.
Okay, fireball will destroy the whole room. Alex goes blasting.
That's why I was asking you. There's just gonna be a vortex of fire. I'm like, Alex, do you have a good save? I'm like, I'm just not even try that. But I'm gonna make a hurl a mote of fire at the creature, at the captain. Make a ranged spell attack against him. On hit, he takes 2d10, and he'll catch on fire.
What does he need to make a save against that?
It is his.
Constitution?
Where does
On.
it- wait.
You hurl a mote of fire. It looks like you need to.
Fireball is just ranged attack. I guess it's just his. What is it, AC?
I don't think he makes a save against it. I think it just hurts him.
You
Make
dick
a ranged
captain.
spell attack, but you have to roll to hit him.
Yeah,
On a hit,
no, that's
the
what I'm
target,
saying. I think we
the
could
target
do
just
AC
takes
shit.
1d10 fire damage.
Ooh,
if
I'm gonna
physical
change it
object.
to dual next.
So should I roll to hit?
What's the radius? The range?
It's like 100. It's like fucking
It's
football field.
120 feet?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
No, I think that's how far you can throw it. I don't think that's how big it explodes.
Oh,
I was
That's
like,
how far you. Yeah.
I was like, what?
No,
the
no,
fuck?
no.
That's a cantrip? Like, you just ignited an entire house.
A football field of fire.
What's a bonus action?
Now do know that as the spell damage is increased by 1d10 when you reach when you reach
So I roll 2d10.
5th level, so you roll 2d10. Yeah.
Okay,
when
so
you on hit.
I'm rolling to hit ranged plus 7.
So yeah.
23.
Wait, plus 7?
22, yeah.
Plus 7 for your spell attack?
Yeah.
You hit. You hit.
Eat a dick, Captain.
Look at this extra attack.
So then.
Beginning at 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action. Yep, you can
So
attack
now I'm
twice.
gonna roll twice for damage.
Every time, right?
Every time you can
Okay.
attack twice.
Yeah,
So
2d10.
just remember that, and you can attack it
Because
twice.
you said that sounds overpowered, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
No, I guess not.
Roll for damage.
I think. Yeah.
8. 16 altogether.
And you were worried.
I just want to sneer at him as with
Your
my
people were gonna kill
drowish
us.
eyes.
So you fire bolt just blasts them, right? So he's sitting there, you see him backing up from Alex, and you and the firebolt slams into his back on the chainmail. You see it cinder like the cloth that was over it as the chainmail kind of like glows a little bit red from the heat, and he kind of turns around as you're just like, Are you still looking like a normal peasant boy?
No,
Or do you- okay, so you're out, and he's just like, hot. Alex, your turn.
What? I don't get it.
His first thing wasn't part of the initiative. That was what started the
Oh,
fight.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Also,
His
read-
first attack.
This is second
Did you get
win.
second win?
Second
Yeah.
win and action and the action surge.
You
is
have a
under-
limited well of stamina that you can draw on to protect yourself from harm.
If I
But
get
on your
critical.
turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10. Yeah, it's like, like you heal yourself a little bit. 1d10 plus your fighter level, so you're 10. So that's a 1d10 plus 10. Once you use, you're just a fighter, right?
Yeah.
You didn't multi-class?
No.
Okay. So once you use this feature, you must finish a short or long rest before you. So you can only use it once, but it will like. I would use that when you're like hurt.
When I get critical.
Yeah, if you get like ow, like, and bring it back.
And then, but what's a bonus? What's a bonus thing? Like when do you decide if it says possible you can take a bonus?
Action surge? Oh, a bonus action?
Yeah. what
Every
is that?
turn, you get action and bonus action and movement. So, when you hit him with your knife, you could have taken a bonus action to do something
Does
else.
everyone get bonus actions?
Yeah, his bonus action, what he just
So
did.
I get 2 actions, a bonus action, and a movement.
On his turn, he threw a chair through a window. That was an action. That was like an attack, whatever. He got through the window. He comes out. As a bonus action, he used that spell. Because that spell is a bonus action. For you, attacks aren't bonus actions. Those are actions. A bonus action would be like, I don't know where I am right now. I don't know what just happened. Sorry, I lost my place. But I think a bonus action was second wind a bonus action? Is that what it said?
Jesus, Evan.
What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck.
Hold it by the sides. It's a
I am!
touchdown.
So,
It's a touchscreen, damn it.
yeah, bonus action. So that counts as a bonus action. You can do that on any one of your turns.
Just like regenerate my health.
Well, you can only do it once
Yeah.
per long rest. So you can do it once, and then you have to like sleep for like 8
And
hours.
then action surge.
And an action surge. Starting at second level, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits. On your turn, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action.
So is that 3 action? A total of 3 fucking actions? Possible?
Yep.
Holy.
Because if you burn action surge, once you use this feature, you
Yeah.
must finish a short or long rest for both of them.
Yeah.
A short rest is like a half hour.
Yeah. I'm a chicken up, guys.
Once you use this feature, short or long rest, before you can use it again, starting at 17th level, you can use it twice before a rest. So you burn the action surge. So if you stab him, you're like, and then you get second extra attack because you're a fighter. So you stab him again, and then you better fuck it, burn the action surge, stab him again, like, and then back up. And if you want to use your second wind, regain your health, but then you're out of second wind and action surge. You know what I mean? So
I can
it's kind of like
get 2.
I would say because we're almost done. Use
Yeah.
it. Use everything. Like because we're getting late in the day
All right.
here. So burn it all. Do whatever the fuck you guys want.
I don't want to use my pistol though, because I'll probably alert guards.
I'm down for playing this one again next week. We don't
Oh,
have to
yeah.
kill this here, so we can keep this going.
I had figured this would be like a fun one. We could just keep going. And
Yeah.
You guys haven't destroyed the town yet. So.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to.
Yeah. You want to do this again? Let's do
the
it again.
objective.
So it's your turn.
Mhm.
You don't want to use your pistol yet. That's fine.
That will alert guards. I'm assuming.
Yeah. You didn't say it's silence.
It's not
I'm sure
silenced.
they're already alerted. Jeff threw a chair through a window.
Oh fuck, you're right.
You know.
Who knows?
They come from all over town. Remember, this is normally a peaceful.
There's
town.
like a house right here and then a house right here, so.
So
I got
But
excited.
you get you get 30 feet of movement. Each of these blocks are 5 feet. So whatever you want to do, wherever you want to go. This feels so weird.
I want to go 5 feet forward, close the door behind me. Can I do that?
He put a hole in it with his mace, but
Mhm.
sure.
Okay.
So
Well,
it-
I need cover because if Jeff has to
no,
become
don't.
this guy instantly.
Don't. I have other things I can do.
All right. And then I want to take out my pistol and shoot.
Do you want to shoot your pistol?
Well,
Okay.
I feel like our cover's
Muzzle.
limited.
Oh wait, no. It gets nerfed if it's too close, doesn't it?
Your pistol. If you are here, you take disadvantage to shooting
You don't have any. physical
because
I have my dagger. I could just keep stabbing him.
you. Yeah, I mean you attacked twice. Remember, so this twice like that will start adding up. But you know, she already increased your dagger once. Maybe if you go through all this, maybe you get a better dagger.
Yeah, I guess just I would like to try out my pistol, see how they are, but I'm just gonna continue with my dagger, and I'm gonna. What kind of armor? This is basically what he's wearing.
More or less, I guess.
I want to try to stab him in the face.
Okay. Roll to hit. 8.
8 plus 8, 16.
Do not hit. So you kind of and he with his shield and kind of smacks your thing away.
So do I roll a hit again?
Yes, if you want to, because you get 2 attacks.
Next time I'm gonna just use my pistol. 7 plus 12. I'm using my pistol.
What does that equal? 19?
Yes.
That hits.
Okay. Yes.
You attacked with your knife though. You didn't attack with your pistol.
Oh, then I only get plus 8 then. I said
Well-
I want to use my pistol.
You're gonna take disadvantage then to that roll.
Okay, then move forward.
Really
Fuck it, then I don't hit. Because 7 plus 8 would only be 15.
So you and he ching ching and just kind of slaps your things away and then just like
Nice thing.
brushes his mustache. Amanda, your turn.
Okay.
So Alex is squaring off with him in the front. This
Can I-
door is open. I'm gonna say that door is open.
Can I see him from where I am?
Nah, it's like right
If
around
I were
that
to
corner.
move here, could I see
Yeah,
him then?
yeah, through like that. I'm gonna say this door is open, so yeah, you could probably be able to just like
From where I am, or if do I have to move here?
you'd have to like move there
Okay.
to see him.
Okay. Wherever I need to be to see
Yeah,
him,
because this
basically.
door's open. You can probably see him right. He's had half cover right now, but you can see him.
Okay, and then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on him.
Do you have to touch them?
No, it has a range of 120 feet.
Okay, that'll reach.
So you create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the Chill of the Grave. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 because it's above level 5.
Gotcha.
Necrotic damage, and it
Oof.
cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Cool.
Until then, the hand clings to the target.
Okay.
I should grapple him.
You will roll at disadvantage because he's in half cover.
So
Okay.
you
It's
can
kind of
just
hard to
stomp
see
him
him
out.
right now.
He can't attack when I'm grappled him.
Oh yeah,
Well-
didn't you take?
Yeah, but I'm trying. Where does it say that?
You didn't like print them out. It doesn't. I think it just says it somewhere on here. You just have to know that shit. So
Yeah, but I can
instead-
just say, "Oh, I'm a master grappler."
Well,
next time, just write it down on like a cue
Well,
card or
go to
something.
D&D Beyond and
Yeah,
look it up.
look, you
Or
can-
look
That's-
Marvel
where you were
sells
looking.
that.
Where you were looking on your phone. Should have had grappler on there somewhere under feet. It's under the feet thing.
Mhm.
Silly, it should be
So
more
15
under
plus
arms.
8.
Did you roll for at disadvantage?
You want me to roll
You-
again?
You have to roll twice and pick the lower number because he's behind half cover. I think that's how that
That
works.
sounds right.
It's harder to hit him.
Great. 7.
Plus what?
It's 15.
15. You miss. So you, a little ghostly hand goes and just kind of slaps into the wall. I think.
Something like that.
Whatever. Something like that. It is now top of the round. It is now Harold's turn again. Alex does
Oh, no.
not like you.
I wonder why.
So he is going to take an attack on you. Da-da-da.
I don't know how to explain what the grappling means. But I read it when I was
It's
making the
a feat,
character.
right?
Yeah, I chose it, but I don't know why it doesn't
Okay.
explain.
8. Does a 19 hit you? Yes, it does.
Yes.
All right. So he takes his mace.
I gotta give you guys something after this. Remind me.
Okay.
Uh,
So, do you have a strength of 13 or higher?
Yeah, I have 17.
Okay. Then what it does is you have advantage on attack rolls against a creature you're grappling, and you can use your action to try to pin a creature grappled by you.
so Alex,
Yes.
you will take. He takes his mace.
Mm.
And just and swings it into like the armor on your chest, but your armor is ballistic, right?
Yeah.
So it blocks ballistic. It's not really for this
Oh.
is
It's like a steel plate.
this is piercing damage because his mace is spiked.
Mm.
So it's almost like the things are gonna go in and
Maybe like off the side of it.
yeah, it's like boom, because he swings it like that.
Mm.
You are going to take 16 damage of piercing and radiant damage. It's just 16 as a total. So you just
Where's even my health?
your health is up here, so minus
94?
16 from 94. Yeah,
Shit, I got a lot.
cross out. Yeah, you do. So you just boom, and you're like, oh fuck. He swings it around, and he gets an extra attack as well. All the shit should be over here, by the way. That's what
Yeah,
it's-
but it doesn't tell me what I do for it.
Yeah. So he gets an extra attack as well. He is going to take that
God.
against you again. I'm gonna say, just because you're there. So let's roll to hit again. He misses. Okay. So he boom and you're like fuck, and swings again like and you just duck and like it swings right over your head. You're like
Could I use a second action to grapple?
a bonus action.
Like, you know how I get two
grapple,
attacks?
I think grapple is an action. I don't think grappling is a bonus action.
Hold on.
But look it up. I might be wrong about that. Sounds like it would be an action because you're like tackling him, kind of.
But if I stab him and
Yeah.
then grapple, that's I'm still good, right?
It's an action.
Not actually.
You can attack him once and then grapple him if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
And then you can also attack while
If you
grappling him. I
succeed,
think you get
he's
advantage.
restrained.
What's the details on restraining? Because that's what he was talking about before.
Okay.
Can he break out of that?
A restrained creature's speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Which is what he needs To break that?
There does not talk about being able to break it. It just says that he is restrained
I'm
until the
telling you,
grapple
I'm
ends.
holding him down.
What does it say about grapples? When do they end?
If we're coming in with elemental magic,
Probably
we might
on
wanna
his
just
next turn if he
not.
decides to stop grappling him. He's restraining the patient. He's grappling the patient.
Patient. Damn.
What? We're in
Whoa!
I'm
Damn.
still like half at work. The creature.
Man.
Holy shit.
I don't know if you can then. I guess that would be your discretion if he could, like, while he's doing it, be able to stab him.
Yeah, he could definitely attack him while he's grappling him, but I feel like he should be
There's
able,
no
on his
rules on
next
it.
turn, should be able to break out of
It
it
says,
if he succeeds. Because
well-
that's crazy. Like,
I told you, man. That's what I read.
We are like level
Doesn't-
10.
Hold
that
on,
doesn't
hold on.
seem. Yeah, but that doesn't seem right. Cause so he's high up level 2. Like,
Yeah.
He is to make a, Alex has to
Saving
make a
roll.
grapple check. He could fail that check, but if he doesn't, then he's restrained until the grapple ends.
Got him.
I feel like roll to grapple him.
Oh, here you go.
Yes.
So the condition grappling ends if the grappler is incapacitated,
By another person attacking me.
or if the effect ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from reach.
If I get pushed back, I guess, from someone else.
Holy shit. So once
Yeah.
you cling to people, you are on them.
If we,
Thunder
yeah, if we
thighs.
follow- if you follow
let's
these
see how
rules,
that
yep.
goes.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's what I'm saying. We're storming in with elemental magic. You
What do
wanna
they
bind
roll
yourself
to
this
not
guy?
be grappled?
Okay.
It's his.
Yeah, he's
'Cause
gonna
I'm
make
taking damage.
the grappling check, I guess.
What do I plus for that?
Let me see.
Because you don't have a grapple skill.
That doesn't sound right. That sounds
Athletic.
ridiculous.
Well, you're only
Yeah,
incapacitating one person. If
That's
there's
true.
multiple
He's
people,
also
I'd be-
attached to him. If I'm gonna do magic, he's
That's
gonna
what-
get hit
that's what
with
I'm
it.
saying.
don't do magic.
Well,
Fucking hate magic.
I have
It's true.
spells that only affect one person, but if I do like a cone of fire, he's fucked.
That's
Don't
the
do cone of
exact
fire.
same scenario.
I don't care. I'm gonna second one to anyway.
We'll heal you after.
Yeah, if I die.
Hold on.
Legendary actions
Yeah, but this guy doesn't
can
have any,
definitely
right?
back. Yeah, no, he doesn't have legendary actions. But legendary actions can break those, break the
Your
grapples.
legendary action, Harry.
Don't
Yeah,
worry about it right
don't,
now.
don't,
Let's
don't,
keep
don't,
going.
don't.
So it was Harold's turn. Now it's Jeff's turn.
I didn't go yet.
You did.
I thought it was my turn to go.
Harold just went,
Uh-huh.
and now it is Jeff's turn.
Oh, okay.
Chill.
Why were you telling me to go then?
I wasn't.
You're talking about action rules and stuff.
I'm gonna say though, after Harold swings at you and misses, he did get hit by you, so he does know that you're there. So he is going to. What do you do,
Hit by who?
Jeff?
Oh, okay.
So he's going to. 1, 2. Hark, villain! 3, 4.
Oh, come on, he's
5.
running like a bitch.
He. And he's running after you to try to take you out.
To me?
Yeah.
Alright, bitch. Way to save my buddy now, so I'm gonna use my level 5 immolation. Or at least try to. So.
Anal penetration.
Flames wreath one creature you can see within range. But oh wait, no, this won't hurt Alex anyway. But fuck it.
I'm not even in
It only hurts the target.
Yeah, burning target. So this is this is
Yeah,
against
maybe
his
it will.
dexterity. I'm guessing. Is that what that means? Dex DC 15.
What did you say?
Immolation?
That's
Where's that
Dex DC. He would have to roll a dexterity save of 15 to not get completely fucked by what you're about to do.
All right.
You also have to roll. Do you have to roll to hit, or does it
I'm
just happen?
thinking. No, I think I did.
It has
says
to. Well, it has
attack.
to say it.
Yeah,
It
take
says.
Take it.
Flames of the creature. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes move on a failed throw, or have as much damage as such one. On a failed save, the target also burns for the spell's duration. The burning target sheds bright light and a. No, this is not a. If damage from the spell kills the target. The target is turned to ash. Doom.
And the
These magical flames can't be extinguished by non-magical means. So if he jumps in a pool, he's still on
Oh my
fire.
god.
So
I guess
no,
he has
you
to
don't.
roll.
You don't have. It just happens, and he has to roll to only take half damage from it.
Sorry, Captain.
Okay, magic's not that bad.
That is pretty fucking scary.
You
Hello.
can't use it?
No, I can.
Okay.
You have to
So
roll
you are going
against it.
to use it. So you and launch just like create a
Wreath
fucking
of fire.
shit ton of fire like from under him, like as it starts erupting up.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
God.
I saw. He's been lying this whole time. Been rolling ones.
He does not make that save.
Oh,
So
no.
roll damage as the
8d6.
flames
8d6.
erupt around him, destroying the cloth that was
Oh.
around his armor.
Alright, so count. That's 1. So
So it's 3,
8.
5, 8. So you're at 8.
11.
11.
15.
15. How many do you roll?
Yeah, what,
8.
Jack? Jack?
So that's 4.
15 damage.
How does that make any sense?
20.
Yeah, just wait till it's my turn.
And he's trying to
What
do
is
that.
Same shit.
29, and then one more. 30.
Holy
You're gonna
fuck.
take Captain.
Holy shit.
And you were trying to check me.
You gotta say.
3 plus 2.
So,
This guy
so he
gets a
comes
30.
over to you and goes, "Hark, villain, you will not live this day."
My eyes roll back like the
Your eyes roll back as you, and you kind of lift your hands up, each of them engulfed in flames. And he goes, "What?" And just like a column of fire swirling like a tornado
Yes.
wraps around him as he's like, the cloth is shredded from him, all on fire. He is on fucking fire. I'm gonna say the carpet and the wall is on fire. This whole like area. Hold on, do I have a red one? Where's my markers?
I don't have them right now, but I have little fires that we can put
Oh,
on us.
Jeff.
Oh my god, that's
Whoa.
Whoa, what happened there, scamp?
I don't know, it just came up for some reason. So,
wee.
this is fire, this is fire, this is fire. Also, I'm just
really
gonna
that can't be
say,
put out.
because this is, they can't be put out for their, you know,
We didn't start
for the
the fire.
time. But those fires are
They're
going to
always
sit
burning.
there, and they're magical. It's not part of the spell, but I just like that, so that's just what's going to happen. So he's, as the fire is erupting around him.
Sorry, Harold.
Does he, can I see that spell, does he continue to take damage?
Yes, it's a
While
technical
he's
thing.
on fire, he has to use his action to try to put himself out.
At the end of
probably.
each of
He's
its
not magic.
turns, the target
Oh.
repeats the saving throw. It takes 46 fire damage on a failed save.
Sorry.
The spell ends on a
Or
successful one.
D6.
Oh, I heard 46.
No,
I thought,
4d6.
I thought
That's still
dead.
more power
Oh,
than
no,
anything like
like,
that.
that's it. Like, holy shit. So,
4d6 is still more powerful than a dagger slice.
I'm also conjuring magic out of
yeah,
my
he's
ass.
also like a fuck. That was also a 5th level spell,
You're
which is
fifth
the
level.
highest level he can cast. So that was his big bad boom for today.
Big
We
bad
get two of them.
Yeah.
He gets two of them. So that was one of his big bad booms. I am going to say, before it is Alex's turn, at the top of your turn, Alex.
It's Alex's
More
turn.
ponies coming.
It's about to be.
So let me just explain because I've
Go
figured
ahead,
it out. So when you grapple, you're going to roll a strength check, so an athletics check,
That's what I was wondering.
and then
Athletics.
Evan,
Yes.
you are going to roll your own, and you get to pick either athletics or aerobatics.
Oh, wait. So when he goes to grapple, is this for grappling?
Yes,
So when he goes to grapple, he rolls an athletics.
Alex does, and
Alex,
you counter that with whatever you choose. It could
Either
be
this would be athletics because this guy's
dexterity
also
or
like
strength.
like a tough boy. Or if he was trying to grapple a thief, I would use that. That makes so much more sense.
So
That's what it sounded like they do too. Like it sounds like in Critical Role they do shit like that.
So a grappled creature can use its action to escape. That will require them to do the same thing.
His roll against mine.
Yeah.
Do I use an action try to fight it? If he rolls to escape?
You have
This
to
one
roll.
might die.
You have to roll to maintain it.
Oh, okay. But it's not using an action, right?
No.
Okay.
How's that one? Is that one still going strong?
Which one?
Vic and
Yeah,
vinegar.
'cause that one's plugged right into my computer.
Vic vinegar.
Come on, Evan.
Fuck you.
Come on, Evan.
Suddenly, 12 people show up.
It says something interesting. Like it says, like if you do grapple, you don't automatically jump to the creature's like square. So I think you can technically grapple from like a distance, but I don't know how that works.
Okay.
You throw a cloth on
A
him.
grappled creature can also grapple the grappler himself, which would bring the speed both to 0. So any
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Any involuntary movement though from either you or him will break it. So don't push him once you grapple him.
Doesn't make sense how I can grapple him from a distance.
A rope, I guess.
It's yeah, I guess it matters whatever you're using. Or like a lunge. For you, I would say it's you're like, "Grr!"
Yeah, but I can maintain the grapple, but be like. It's
Because
probably cool.
you probably can't, but there are some, I would say either weapons or items or
Yeah.
magics that can do it. And I'm going to say for normal people you can't, because that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Doesn't
But
make
he
sense.
might have like, magical whip!
Whoa,
But that's
what's going
not-
on here?
So,
Yeah.
suddenly, Amanda, you start hearing the slamming of boots and metal as you're hearing shouts and people are starting to, the guards that were nearby, especially after the fire erupting and probably blasting out some of these windows, start running in because this otherwise peaceful town, this fight has been pretty loud with Harold yelling and smashing through his front door. So, guards are now starting to come in. The loud approach has caused this to happen. So yeah. So now, Alex, it is your turn. These are the normal common guards, though. They may kind of look a little different, but they're common guards.
I want to backstep and then shoot.
Wait, this is cool. Hold on. Because that's Harold, we can keep in mind who the mini boss is.
I want to shoot.
These are different colors, which is fucking cool. You can also put little stickers on them.
Yes. I'm gonna shoot.
So now you're like, fuck it, and you
Yeah.
put out the pistol.
This guy and this guy.
Okay, you want to shoot, boom, 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 boom. Like, hit one of them, hit the other one. Okay, which you can, I'm pretty sure you can attack. Yeah, you can attack twice. So
Yeah.
do that.
First guy hit with the 27. Does that hit?
Give me like 2 seconds. Two, three, four, five.
Vic and vinegar.
Okay, so you rolled what?
27.
You hit the
Alright.
first one, definitely. Was that a 20? No.
A 15 plus 12.
I'm like, shoot.
So what's the D10? What does that look like?
The D10 is
This one?
you can use that one if it lands on the 10, you're good to go. That's a D100, but you can use the 10.
Then what the fuck's it?
It's the same thing.
It's
Okay.
it's the exact same thing. It's
60 plus 4.
well, it's 6
Oh,
plus
six.
4. 'cause it's
10. So 10.
So 10 damage on
New
this
roll
one.
1.
Okay, soldier number 1.
Wait, did you do shoot him?
Yeah. One pistol shot.
Okay.
And then next guy, I gotta roll to hit the next guy, right?
As you can see with a bullet
Natural 20 plus 12, 32.
you hit him and it's a crit. So double the damage that you're about to do with that. Is that in? That's
20.
a 2. That's a 2 because
Oh, two
because you're
low.
rolling a D10. That's
Okay.
not actually a 20. So 2.
So 2 plus 4, and then a 3. Do I do a 3 plus 4, or I do the plus 4 piercing ones?
No, you just had those last 2 rolls up and then.
So
Yeah, I think
five,
well, you add the last two rolls
but I
up,
also have plus
and
4
then you
piercing.
add the 4 on top of that.
Okay.
So it's 5 plus 4.
And then double it.
Mm.
No, it was doubled because you rolled
Okay.
this twice.
Okay.
Wait, do you normally?
I think I add the 4 every damage roll. Because it's 1d10 plus 4, not 1d10.
I don't think you do that on a crit though. I
No.
think that's just like damage on
Yeah,
top.
because then that would be.
The
Okay.
damage is actually those d10s. That shit is just like no spice on the
So
side.
it's 5
So 5 plus 4 is 9.
9.
Just did 9
Well,
damage.
special
to
for
it.
it.
So
Stop. You content with your damage roll?
No, I'm not. Because your little fucking magic thing does like
that was
90,
his
like
highest
47
level spell.
damage.
That was his highest.
Yeah, but
level spell
where's
axe.
my highest level thing?
You can fucking attack twice and
Yeah, you're
and
right.
grapple
You're right. You
people
got that
and do
CO.
all kinds of crazy shit.
Arr. Stop playing footsies with me, Jeff.
That's not me.
Okay. So you boom and and as the blood kind of like spurts out of like the chainmail and you kind of like lean over and fire at the other guy. You blast like a hole in his shoulder. He's like fuck, and kind of gets hurt.
Language. We're in a Hamlet. Hamlet.
Hamlet.
We're in a Hamlet.
So Amanda, your turn.
Okay.
So you hear all these people coming in. You see him. Harold is currently on fucking fire.
He dead.
Absolutely on fire.
He's so
How's he
dead.
doing?
Not
well.
he's. Do you mean like how does he look health wise?
Yeah.
He's on fire, but he's like and he looks just like fucking pissed.
Okay.
So he's not like.
So target
that's what
him.
you're asking.
I am.
Thank you. I should have shot him. I could have gone in the back of the donkey head.
Alright, so
Donkey
I'm gonna
head.
walk.
You're
I'm
the
gonna
only
run
donkey.
in and move to the back of the room. Oh wait. Okay. And I'm gonna cast Blight on him.
I like how you actually have a spell book. That's pretty cool.
So Splight or Splight.
Splice.
It does. Necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you see within range, draining all the moisture and vitality from it. The
Maybe
target
a
must
glass
make
of
a
water.
Constitution saving
And he's
throw.
on fire.
And he's on
That's
I'm
what
gonna
it's
say he makes disadvantage to any of his shit right now. 'Cause his ass.
He's on fire.
He's not only on fire, he's fucking on fire.
He's on
Like,
magic fire.
he's on forever fire.
Stop,
Like,
drop and roll. It's not working.
his mustache is like going.
Oh
all-
no! No!
That's the first time I felt
That's
bad.
Yeah.
that's what the scream was for. Because he knew.
So
Years
So what does he
of
have? He has to
trimming
make a DC save. He has to make a dexterity
Marvel.
save.
Constitution
Constitution save of what?
saving throw. He has to make a saving throw.
Yeah. What is his? What does he have to? What number does he have to beat? What's the DC? Does it say on there?
It doesn't.
It should say a DC on your spell. Like
DC
what
doesn't.
number he has to reach? It's probably pretty high.
Donkey! Dunkirk! Dunkirk!
So one of the problems that you're having is because your weapons aren't very strong.
Yeah, but I don't want to give me fucking home rolled. Like I didn't.
I
did
there
the
was
first-
items. I didn't want to take. Them
I
either.
did. Yeah, I did the first weapon,
I know.
dagger, and first handgun.
I know, it's because we started at a higher level of 10 that this is happening. These guys are lower level. You guys are going to be okay. He's a little higher level. This, though, is all the more reason for things that you can get.
What the fuck is
But
later.
won't I
like,
always
this
be
is like-
1d10
this
because
is
I'm a
like-
fighter?
What?
Won't I always be 1d10?
No,
'cause I'm a
the
fighter?
weapon, this is the attack bonus for actually hitting them. This is how much damage that weapon does. That's because you have
Right.
pistol. If you had fucking
Dick pistol.
super pistol, it'll be like 2d10.
Ooh.
And there you go.
Or
you know what I
just
mean?
like 8d10.
Or well, that's
8,
his highest
8d12,
level spell.
8d20.
But yes, but magic is fucking potent. That's why you need weapons to keep up. If we're using the guns from the other D&D that we were playing, it would probably be like 2d10 every shot.
It just
or
says
whatever.
Constitution saving throw. It doesn't say like a DC.
Okay, I'll just use my discretion then.
No,
That's
no,
a
no,
fifth
no,
level
no, no,
spell,
no, no.
right? So that's a fucking high.
It's not. Okay.
It's not Blight, is it?
No.
Isn't that the one where?
Or do
Is
you
it,
use your constitution?
It-
Change it to hers?
Hold on.
No, it's not. It should be for
Hold
the
on.
spell. Like he should have to take a.
Odor.
How do I determine the result of a saving throw?
Sorry that we're still learning all this shit, guys.
Yeah, no, it's
Plus,
cool.
We've never dealt with spells before.
Yeah,
know?
I wish you just knew.
You know?
Yeah, I could just have an encyclopedial knowledge of all this shit.
Yeah.
Not
I was
shit.
pointing as if the books were over there.
Okay.
It's not shit, Evan.
So
This is life. Life
is
after
real.
life after love.
Actual.
It's my bonus ability.
Passive is better than bonus.
Still on fire.
At
Yeah,
the
take
end
your
of,
time.
at the end of his turn too, he has to roll against the continual damage.
I know. Or does 4d6.
Doesn't even make sense. That's more.
You mad?
It's his highest level. That's his. It's like if you picked out a hand grenade and threw it at somebody. You should
Can
have.
I get one?
You don't have a hand grenade? You're a mercenary. So you have a hand grenade. You're loud as fuck, but at this point, you're really loud.
Is that what that is?
I don't know how much
So,
damage
I
they
don't
do.
think you're gonna be
8
able to
D20.
resist it because literally it's saying it equals your spellcasting ability modifier.
This is a D10.
I think it's 16.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it's 16.
that makes sense.
We're gonna go with that because this
Okay.
is giving me way too much equations,
Gotcha.
and I think it
So
added
he has to
it for
beat
me.
a dexterity or a constitution of 16.
I think so. It's either 16 or 16 plus 8.
Okay.
So whatever you want,
Do your
because I
spell.
don't know.
So
Your spell.
you don't need to roll to hit. It just happens, and I have to make the save. Yes.
Do your spell.
What happens if it fails?
He
Smoke
takes
damage?
half damage. Yeah.
Nice. I like
so
this
you're,
magic shit.
You're still taking
And he rolls a disadvantage because he is on
shit ton.
On
fucking
fire.
All right.
So that was an 18.
So I just want you to
everything
know
is
it's
disadvantage.
9d8.
Okay.
So you know.
Whatever. This is how that's happening. No.
8. 7. 8.
Oh no, Harold!
3.
He did.
He did not make his saving throw, so full
6.
damage to him. Because he would have made it. He rolled an
5.
18, but you
Times 2.
Because he's on fire. On magic fire.
Oh darn! Was it for that dang old magic fire? At one point in my haircut, I looked a lot like Hank Hill. I was just doing Hank Hill lines to myself, and the lady was like, "Like his love."
He takes 53 points of damage.
He takes 53 points of damage. That was a level 4 spell.
Is he?
That was level 4.
Is he of plant nature? Because if he is, I double that.
No, he's not a
He ate his veggies this morning.
Well, he's
Okay.
dead as fuck.
So,
How's Harold?
how do you want him to die?
Well, listen. This
Because you just killed the absolute piss fuck out
it
of him.
says that it says that it drains all the moisture and vitality from him. So could he just literally shrivel up
And then turned to ash.
and then turn to ash?
So
He's already on fire. So it just like ignites the fire.
So what was this
The
called?
magic
A big
fire
puff
is on
and nothing.
fire.
What was this called? Blight.
Blight.
You just
So
disintegrated him. That's
You
it.
you see everybody smashing through the back door like
I
hop,
hope,
hop, hop,
I
hop,
hope they see that.
and you're like and you get out of there and go into this room and you
to the
see him on
corner.
fire. You see Alex boom 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 fighting off guards that are barging in through the front door, firing at them. They're like oh. As the ones start descending, you see Jeff go as he's just on fire, just like or what a Stone Cold just yeah like he
I'm
got
laughing.
and you're like, boys, and you fire blight at this fucking guy, and it's just this like thing of the necrotic energy, right? So it's this greenish black sort of beam that fires out, and he turns to you and is like, "Hark, villain!" and just as it. And you stare into his eyes as he's just as you see the flesh just shrivel and dry up, wrinkles as if he's aging quickly, but it's more like all the moisture is being sucked from his body, and you see the flames that he's currently being surrounded by catch onto this newly delicious dry skin, and he just lets out one final horrible scream as he ignites up into ashes as his armor just to the floor. The fire stops. The fire in the area is still kind of on because it's magical fire that can't ever be put out. That's just sort of happening as his ashes slash to the floor, and Harold is no more. Now you just have a bunch of guards who are very
Do
upset.
you
with
guys want to get out of here? I have that sigil made
Goodbye,
in the woods.
Harold.
We
He had
can just-
Can't
50.
they follow?
He had
They
52
can,
health.
but
when
we
he
have
did that.
our
Honey
Oh,
badger.
the
we have
honey.
our honey badgers with us if we jump through. So
Yeah.
the house is on fire. We can just fuck off into the floorboards, let them follow us if they want, or we just go and find Core.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Let them deal with the magic fire.
Is his body still there?
Hmm?
Is his body still there?
No, it's just his armor and ashes.
So we can still
But if
do
he
the
wants to
decoy
copy,
later.
if he wants to copy what he looks like, also
Scooping his armor
Yeah,
up as
scoop
we go.
his-
We want them to think he is not in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Unless
I'm
they
following
were
you.
direct witness of this, he's just gone. Is what I'm hoping.
one guard
Fuck.
would have seen.
But could he make out that that's who that was on fire and melting?
Do we have to clean up our
No,
business?
but his armor is distinct. Remember, his armor was special, so you would have to take his armor with you if you want no one to know where the captain is. If they're gonna, if they can't put two and two together. You might have just
Hold on, hold on.
incinerated
Blown up.
the fucking shit out
Hold
of
on.
them. Villains.
It costs an action, so I can't do it. But just walk out. They can't see me.
Oh,
So
you disguise
I can
yourself.
be him. Oh, just picking up my armor. Everything's okay, guys.
What about those guys? Why is that magic fire doing?
This guy shot me. He shot me.
Yeah, forget about that part.
So what,
Hey,
what do
you
you guys want
spooked me. Yeah,
to do?
what's up?
As he
Yeah.
blows up, I want to, I can see both of you. Should we bail?
Probably. We're surrounded.
I mean, I know the turn's out of order, but can I start making my sigil thing, or do we have to go through initiative?
So Amanda was the last one to go.
Yeah. So
Actually, these soldiers now.
did you roll for
It's
them?
now their turn.
That's what I'm saying.
They go after the order. I didn't roll for them. They're just all gonna go after.
No,
When
go
you have
for
like
it.
a group, I just make it that they all go at the same time.
Go for it.
So
If we
for it.
need to dispatch the minions, we will.
good one. Hachi choppy, happy chachi, hachi choppa. And he's gonna swing at you. Hark, villain! And he is gonna.
It's like they learned nothing from their boss.
Oh, do this.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. He has to roll to hit
Yeah,
first.
hit first.
Yeah.
My mistake.
1d20. DM.
What is yours? 15.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Plus 15. Just hits. I added 5.
Yeah, I know
because
you
that's
did.
what I think is normally what happens.
You can't just add 5, DM.
Pretty sure it's always plus 5 for attack bonuses
Okay.
with proficiency, and they're soldiers.
Yeah,
so-
okay. They don't know shit.
So he hits. 3 damage. That's all.
I don't want you to even talk to me about damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Misses.
I'm using my action surge next time. And my second wind.
Okay.
That was the only guy that saw it, right? That saw it happen.
5.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going
Cream
to just
him.
take a swing at Jeff. Jeff, what is your AC? 15. How is your AC the same as his AC?
He's a mage. It makes sense, right?
Oh, he hits. 18. He does 3 damage to you, Jeff.
Okay.
So that guy comes in, and you're just like, and it kind of like cuts your arm a little bit. Like, fuck. Alex, one of them comes, swings at you, slices the other one. You're just like, fuck.
Oh, I dodged the other guy?
Yeah, you're dodging there. Yeah, you don't, only one of them hits you. The other one swings. You're just like, so you got like 2 guys on you that you're sort of duking out. One of them jumps through the window. 5, 7. Hark, villain. What's your AC, Amanda?
10.
Actually does not hit, surprisingly. So,
Worst villains.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
We're the villains.
30. That's it.
They're villains.
okay.
Don't
It
get
is now
yourself confused.
No longer Harold's turn, because he's literally ash and sadness. Jeff, you have this little dick fuck in front of you just slash the shit out of you. All these guards are like, what the fuck is happening? Seems like these are the only guards showing up to this. Because remember they were patrolling. These must have been the ones patrolling on either sides of the neighborhood.
So each block is 5 feet.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Insect Plague right here, which also goes around corners.
Oh, okay. So you're getting everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Fighters
Alright.
don't have like moves, right? It's kind of like their weapons.
It's
that-
whatever you want to do with your weapons. So the key
Okay.
to fighters is get sicker weapons,
Okay.
which is what Draxia was saying. Like, I can get you some sicker shit, and she
Sicker
gave you a
shit.
little bit of something that'll help you
Little
with
bit of
mages. Yeah, but you.
So you're
that's
gonna
your
wanna, we're gonna have to get out of this
or
room.
money, whatever, and then you can
after.
buy your own shit. So
Okay.
But that's what I figured I'd do with 1,000,000 gold, which I'm gonna get.
All right.
So-
Swarming biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius. Blah blah blah. When the area appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
A creature takes 5d10.
Creature, not person.
5d10 because it's usually 4d10, but since we're higher level, I get the one more onto it.
So nasty, like vicious.
Biting locusts.
Not just like biting locusts, like the 5d10.
Yeah.
Okay, and they all have to make Constitution saves of what?
Um.
Of your spell cast, right? That's what we
Yeah. I
decided it
think
was.
so. Yeah.
So they all have to make 15.
15. Yep.
Spellcasting ability.
Yeah. It also says it here.
15. So their charisma of 15. Or Constitution of 15. Okay.
You tell it looks.
So I just roll for damage, right?
Well, let me roll first
Yeah.
because it's 3 of them.
What? Yeah.
It does say the DC next to the spell.
What's that? What they have to roll?
Yeah.
Yes. Nope. So, 2 of them do not save. 1 of them did save. It said they take half damage if they do save.
I'm assuming.
Go ahead and roll the full damage for the 2, and then I will half it for the other one.
Okay. 9, 15, 16, 22, 29. Bees!
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I wrote that they had 29 health, but it was minus 29.
Wait, you're making bees?
Locust, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Headcanon, they're bees.
So, how do you want these 2 guys to die?
Oh, wow.
I want
Because
them
they
to.
just fucking died.
They just
They had like
swallowed
30.
locusts.
They had 30 health, and he dropped them down to 1. So,
I want
like,
them to
they're
be
dead.
chewed alive and then fall into the magic fire.
So the locusts swarm around them as and we say locusts. They're more like hideous demon insects. I wouldn't even say they're locusts at this point.
Yeah,
They're like
they're horrifying.
mutated locusts with pincers as big as my fingers. As they're digging into their flesh, biting through the armor, and they're like, trying to rip them off of them. One of them slams the other one down. As he's rolling on the floor, he rolls into the fire.
Yes.
As the fire ignites, burning the insects and him. The other one just runs, trying to get out the window. Burns, doesn't quite make the window, slams into the wall because he can't see it. And they both just writhe in the fire together, being
As
eaten alive
locusts.
and screaming. And you're just looking at it like, yes.
Yes.
My work. And Alex, you have these 2 guys up on your ass trying to fight you.
Nice. I'm gonna push off of them back into this corner
Mhm.
and fire another couple rounds at each of them. So the first guy, I'm attacking him first.
At this point, I say it doesn't matter.
16 plus 12.
Don't you,
You hit.
get opportunity
Alright.
shots when you move away from creatures?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when they move
yeah.
away.
That's a good. I'll remember
Just to
that
learn
next
for the
time, yeah.
future.
What do I need?
Nothing right now, but
You're good.
You get
you
exposed.
hit on that one. See if you hit on the second one. Or okay.
Was
right.
that a 0?
No, it's 10 because you rolled a
Oh.
D10 for that, right? So you just rolled 10.
Plus 4, so 14. Oh wait, I'm not doing the next one yet. So yeah, so the first guy is a 14.
Okay, they swing at you. You fucking duck on the last one. Back up. Line up the shot and just boom, boom, and just blast the hole right through the one's head, fucking blasting off a whole chunk of his skull. As he just goes and fucking falls from like just kind of nerves. And the other guy, as you roll to hit him,
17 plus 12.
you hit him.
Okay.
And how much damage did he do?
2 plus 4, 6. but I want to use my action surge and hit him again.
Oh, wait, it was okay. So it was 6 total. Gotcha.
And do I have to roll to hit again?
I don't think
Yes. Action surge. Yep.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead, hit again.
So. Okay.
22.
Oh,
You hit him.
8 plus 12.
How do you want him to die? Because he had 4 health. So
I want to shoot him in both kneecaps so he falls to his knees right on the bullet wounds, and I just want to shoot both his eyes out.
Jesus. The hole's just rent through his fucking skull, and the camera's looking through his eyes, seeing you as his head drops, and you just like satisfied.
And I want to replenish. Can I second wind too? My health.
Sure. Yeah.
And what's it? 1d10,
So,
right?
Second win was it 1d10? I think it was 1d10. Yes.
Plus
I think it
my
was 2d10
constitution.
because you're a higher level, isn't it?
I
Oh no,
thought-
1d10 plus your constitution, I guess.
And my constitution 17.
I don't remember. Let's just say
Yeah.
that's what it is. Fuck it.
So
Next
9,
time we'll have all these written down.
9
Yeah.
plus 17, so I'll do the math.
You're probably back up to full. Aren't
Yeah.
You? Yeah. So one stupid fucking guard is
Yeah.
left. Amanda, it's your turn.
let's portal him.
He's looking kind of
We should
hurt.
give him the gore to decapitate so he gets the bloodlust.
I'm gonna cast
You can choose to
Secret
teleport
Flame on him,
Okay.
so that
What's that do?
the target must succeed on a Dexterity saving throw
Oh, no.
or take 2d8, and that's.
I really should learn my character inside and out so I know what moves do what.
Yeah,
Can we
I would
just
say write down all of the little things
Like
on,
grappling and
on
all
key
that.
cards and have them. I would also maybe suggest if we're gonna start doing this more often, let's get like folders for our shit.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
need to
love
organize
the
my
behind
shit
your
a lot
idea.
better. I'm all over the fucking
Yeah,
place.
I figured this would be a one-off if we want to finish this story and then we'll
I would
start
love
the
to keep
main
going with this.
campaign or
Yeah.
whatever.
Shit.
I'm
Because
down
I
for
have this.
whatever.
This is called Indomitable, and I have no idea what that means. But it sounds
I don't
good.
know what it means either. I think I looked it up. He had it.
Most
actually.
of, I mean,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
what it
this is invaluable. Having the little app
2d8
open is
radiant
awesome.
damage.
Yeah. What came in?
They take
Or
2d8 radiant damage if you don't succeed on the Dexterity.
What do they?
saving
What does he need
throw.
for the dexterity?
16.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh.
So, go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, okay. I thought you were telling me
Did
no,
not,
I didn't.
Did not make it.
Indomitable just gives me a reroll for a saving throw. Any saving throw.
He takes 9.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes sense. I'm sorry. Please stop.
Okay. And what was it? Fire.
Radiant.
Oh, radiant. So you like a blast a beam of light at him as it just kind of burning into the emblem of Aristrad on his suit, and just kind of burning a hole in the cloth so the Aristrad symbol is like gone, and it just like.
Did I kill him?
No, as he kind of drops to the ground, like looking around at you. Alex, would you like to be in the room at this point?
Yeah.
So you kind of walk in just to see like
shoot him.
As a
Like-
pony.
as he. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna raise my gun, but I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm gonna wait for these guys. Just
Are we
give us
gonna spare this person or are we killing them?
Well,
Oh, we're
boys, what do you
killing the
think?
shit out of them.
Boys.
Friends and enemies?
and were you making the circle?
Are we still doing?
We should loot
I-
his
I
house.
wanna
the
say-
roundabout? What?
If you survive, tell a first person. What's the band? Draxia? Is she or?
Oh yeah, spread the
I want
fear.
to-
Traxia has came to
If it,
And there's a
Hamlet.
hole in his chest.
It's not in his chest. You burnt a hole through like the cloth that they wear
Yeah.
over their chainmail, which had the symbol of Aristrad,
So as he's
and it
saying this,
kind of
then-
like burnt the chainmail itself, so that because radiant is like light, so I imagine it kind of burns shit. I don't know. So it just kind of like into his chest, like yeah.
As he's saying that, I want to cast Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
And I want to do. You create a illusionary image. Oh, it lasts until. I still want to do it anyway.
do it.
It's gonna be her symbol.
On him.
Yeah.
So he looks
Yeah, I
down.
thought it lasted longer, but.
Is it on his armor or on his chest?
Well, you said there. Whatever's going on there, I want that where the symbol used to be.
So
Like a
burnt
branded-
Yeah.
black onto his chainmail, is an illusion.
It's an illusion, yes.
Of the symbol, and he just. What is this?
If you survive, tell whoever you meet that Draxius is awakened, and I want to push him into the portal, into the wilderness,
Into
the honey badgers. So if he gets out,
the honey dire badgers.
Yeah.
So you finish drawing the symbol. She burns it in. He's like, what is this? What do you say to him again?
if you survive, basically tell the others that Draxi is a threat. She's awakened, and we are working for her.
She's the new god.
I didn't. I'm not saying that to him.
And then you kick him into that portal.
Yeah.
And he's just gone.
Just so you know, it'll disappear once he's out of range.
But
it doesn't
if he
say.
survives, he'll remember.
He'll remember what the fuck that looks like. And what are you guys going to do? You do hear more yelling and shouting outside coming closer to the house.
Oh. Do we? If we go through it, will it?
I mean, there was gunshots,
Will
so.
this always be here?
No, I'm pretty sure it's consumable if we want. It's chalk if we, it disappears at the end of my turn. I think.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, we can
hop through.
through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
We can
I thought you were gonna let me go.
take the armor and then
Yeah.
give it a couple seconds for him to be panicking in the woods.
We come back to just
I think our
bones.
work here is done for now.
You
I go through.
hop through the portal, and you all come out in the clearing. As you can see, the man crawling. There's no sign of the dire badgers right now. It's a couple hours later, when you guys were,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of crawling through like, and you hear, and he looks over, and you see like out of the bushes, one of them just kind of looking at him, and he. Holy fuck. And he just kind of starts backing up, and he backs right up into you. And the dire badgers look at you all, and look at him, and look at you all, and look at him.
Draxia!
As they kind of familiarize themselves, you are akin to
Friends of
gore
war.
kind of to them. So they're just sort of waiting, like, what is this?
Oh, I want to pick him up
You want
and offer him to the honey badgers.
You want to grapple him?
Yeah.
You kind of, as he's like, as you kind of push him over, bring him over to them, and then one of them is like, as it comes out, you see other ones like in the brush, as they're all pissed off. He's
They
like,
never had human before.
and you see him like
Giving him the taste.
get away, you foul beast! And he goes to kick it in the face, and it just catches his foot. And he's like, it's snapping his leg as it turns its head. He's like, oh! As you see the bones pull out,
Oh my
and you see it
God.
just tear his leg off at the knee, and he's like, oh!
Alex, drop it.
As his face goes white, and the other ones start charging out as you and back up, and they just lunge all over him, ripping right through the
Chainmail.
the chainmail like it's fucking tissue paper. Like they don't even give a shit. It's almost like on like a crab claw or something, or like crab meat. It's almost like they're just biting through the shell and just not giving a fuck, and just as they're eating into all the meat, tearing it to pieces. One of them kind of comes walking out, and he looks sort of like bigger than the other ones and like nastier and like all gnarled with like scars. And it looks at you and just, and then just like sits and watches as his like little pack eats. I don't think they go in packs, but whatever. There's a lot of them out here. Dire situations cause dire badgers to stick together, so. And they
So,
watch peacefully as they tear them apart.
we took one of their patriarchs tonight.
Mhm.
We'll take the rest of them tomorrow.
As you're watching it turn to pieces, your blood
Pan
spouting.
out, sun setting.
as the camera goes up, you see like the fire like engulfing the house. People are like,
House
it doesn't go out. But
It's a
so
cool segue to start the next with the priest trying to put it out. Be like, what happened here?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah.
what is this? So that was the evil
When
campaign.
you're evil.
What'd you guys think?
It was awesome.
All right. We will work on Alex. I think.
Until next time, thanks for watching and all that.
Yeah.
No.
Whoever
Stop
this is.
No.
We've been live streaming. No.
I think anybody's watching. Nobody cares.
Nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching.
Can
Not live.
Love you.